Morning. I woke up in a homeless shelter to one of the staff members pushing some guy around downstairs. One of the staff members pushing one of the guys around. He was like, "Are you drunk?" It's just a dump. This place is a freaking dump. I bought in one of my ladders. I bought in from my storage that I went to yesterday to get a ladder so I can get into the bunk bed because I'm in a bunk bed now. They put me up top. They probably do that to try to make me upset so I can leave. They do stuff to push your buttons because if you stay a certain amount of time, they do things to make you, make you want to leave. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work with me, darling. I'm not going anywhere until I have somewhere to go. But what a mess. They changed my bunk bed, so now I'm up top now. They do stuff like that to make you uncomfortable so you don't have to stay, you know what I mean? So, talking about tiers and peers and all, like certain tiers that you're on. And when you be here for a certain amount of time, you have to move over and all this old stupid crap. So they moved my bed and some other lady, they moved her bed too. But this other lady, they were telling her that she had too much stuff. And, um, it's just no room. It's just one room filled with like almost 14 girls with a whole bunch of bunk beds crammed into it. So I'm just like, yo, if there was like an emergency, a fire or something, like what's gonna happen? I told myself I gotta get myself a hammer just in case something breaks out and I need to get out fast. I'll just break the window and get out that way. But it's just, I think it's unsafe. I don't think that um, I think they have people overcrowded in that shelter. I don't think they have space in other rooms that they won't even let people in. So now I'm like questioning that. Like, are y'all running this place just having a whole bunch of people jammed in one spot, knowing that we should have more space, but y'all have us in here like sardines in a can for money, for profit? I can't wait till I get myself together so I can get the heck out because this place is, I'm starting to see the craziness. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to see the psychoticness of the place. The guy, I went downstairs this morning, got off the elevator. One of the staff members like pushing this dude around, saying when he heard the elevator open, talking about, "Are you drunk? Are you drunk?" So I don't know why they were like fighting and tussling back and forth, but I don't know what that was about. But I really don't know. The staff members there have too much power, and he was telling me, oh, trying to butter me up because I saw what he was doing. Like they were over there cursing and stuff like that. I said, it's supposed to be a Christian place. This is supposed to be a Christian-based shelter. It's a joke. It's a joke. But I gotta just get what I can get out of it and get out. That's all. Because who am I to complain? You know what I'm saying? When you're a homeless person, nobody takes anything that you have to say in face value. Nothing I say means a damn thing. You know what I mean? Nothing I say means a darn thing. But it's just crazy in there. I'm telling you, it just get crazier and crazier by the day. So now my bed is basically in the back of the room, and I don't like that because I'm like at the last bunk bed, which I'm glad there's nobody another bunk bed beside me where it's like two people that can look at me at night or whatever. It's just a mess. Everybody's coughing. Everybody's hacking. I'm sleeping last night, waking up to like three or four different women snoring extremely freaking loud. That really made me upset. But what can I do? I can't do nothing about that, right? Can't do nothing about somebody screaming loud. So I'm so freaking pissed off. I'm like, you know what? I will never go back this route again. Lord God, please help me so I can find something to get the heck out of this dump. Anything is better than there. I asked the guy, the staff member, so he was trying to butter me up to try to act like everything was okay. Because I got off the elevator and saw him basically like tussling with some guy. And then as soon as I got off the elevator, he gonna say something like, "Are you drunk?" I'm just like, man, whatever. He's probably just putting on the show. But I mind my business and just kept moving. You know what I mean? But he was like, "Oh yeah, when I stayed here, I was here for a year and a half." I said, "Well, that might be my year and a half." It's tough out here, man. If y'all have an apartment or a house or something, do your best to keep it, honey. Try your best to keep your job, keep your money coming in, because when you have money, it's easier to do things. Because when you're broke and don't have no money, it's hard to do stuff when you are broke and don't have no money. That's hard as hell. So I try to just keep my job, keep my money rolling in, the little bit of money that I do have. Because when you stuck out here and you don't got nothing and you got to go to a shelter, that is not easy. It is not easy living this lifestyle. So wherever you able to stay, make sure you stay. Good morning. How you doing? Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm just leaving. I'm just leaving the shelter, and I'm hoping I'm not getting sick. But just talking about my experiences living inside a homeless shelter in America. It's not for the weak, my dear. They moved my bed. Now I'm in a bunk bed, all the way in the back of the room. So I think they move us around to get us kind of like shake us up, so we could probably just leave. You know what I mean? Last night I was upset. I wanted to just leave because I'm sleeping around these women who snore all night long. They were snoring all night long, loud. So I do have my earbuds. I didn't even take my earbuds out to put those in, but next time I just put my earbuds in. But it's so annoying. So annoying. This is my vacation day. This is my second day of vacation. It's been quite boring, to be honest. The only thing I've been doing was moving my stuff back and forth to my new storage. Like I said, I have to get that cleaned out by the end of the month. By the 31st, I have to have all that stuff cleared out, and I will. I'm gonna pull over and do some stuff before I head down the pike and just start getting some more bins out so I can move them. I tell you, moving stuff around is a lot of damn work. It's like you don't want to do it, but you know you have to because you got to do what you got to do, right? But it sucks, man. But I'm grateful. I'm better off than most of those women. At least I have a car. I'm able to get around. But a lot of the times, things do suck in places like that. It sucks. The girl, the girl that's my bunkie, she's below me. I don't even talk to her really. I don't even acknowledge her. When I go in, I just go take a shower and I go get right in my bed. I don't be paying those girls no mind. I don't talk to them. I don't do nothing. So, um, the girl that's below me, apparently she was sick or something. I don't know what was wrong with her, but she's sick. So she got this sheet over her bed. I guess to block from people looking in. Which I don't blame you. You got people fucking staring in your face, all in your personal space. You have no personal space in shelters. There's no space for nothing personal to be done except for when you're in the bathroom stall. That's like the only personal space that you have. So like I said, the girl that is below me on the other side in another bunk bed below me, I can't stand her. She's a witch. She used to be the house mom, and she's an older lady in her 60s. Yeah, a witch in her 60s. She's just terrible. You can just kind of feel people staring at you. You know what I mean? I don't acknowledge none of those women. That's a messy place to be in. It's really messy. Really a terrible place. But I do what I can do to get out. I'm doing my best, but it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard. It's extremely, extremely hard in shelters. If you guys have your own place, you better be freaking thankful. Be grateful. It's hard. It's hard out here, man. Every day when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, man, I hate this place. And actually, last night, I didn't go to sleep until really late. So when I woke up this morning, it was already like 5:20. And I was like, oh crap, I gotta get the heck out of here. I don't like to be caught up in there with those women and having to, I don't like to be in there with those women. It's a mess. The shelter is a mess, a messy place to be. A whole bunch of drug addicts and people getting high and all this old crap. So, and it's cold outside, so a lot of those women are probably staying in the shelter most of the day because it's cold. It's a terrible place to be. That's what I'm saying. If you are able to pay your bills, because let me tell you something, it ain't nothing out here that's going to serve you well. If you lose your apartment or lose your house, shelters ain't no joke. The staff are extremely mean to you. They're extremely mean, so that ain't no place that you should want to be at, is a shelter. So you need a second job, get a second job to pay your bills. I know it sucks, but you got to do what you have to do in life. The shelter is not the answer, honey. Shelter is not the answer, baby. I'm literally hanging on by a freaking thread, honey. I'm gonna go watch the sunrise today again. That brings me joy, right? The sunrise brings me pretty much joy. Joy, joy, joy. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Whoever's watching me, if you guys don't know, I'm a homeless woman and I live in a shelter inside of the United States of America, the USA. And I've been living in a homeless shelter now. I don't know why I'm saying 3 months. Has it been 3 months? No, it's been 2 months. I've been in a homeless shelter for like 2 months now. And it's been quite the journey. Quite the journey. It's not the best place to be, but I'm just encouraging y'all, letting y'all know, listen, you got bills, you got a mortgage, you better pay it. You don't want to end up at no homeless shelter because I'm telling you, it's degrading, it's demeaning, it's beneath you. Try to keep what you got coming in. If it was summertime, child, I'd probably come back and live in my car. All while I have a family, I have family members that know my situation, but they don't help me, so I don't have a choice but to stay in the shelter. Sucks, man. Woke up this morning. I didn't get no good sleep last night because I'm in there around women that all they do is snore all night long. So I'm just like, that's disgusting. So I'm Googling on my phone last night, like, why do people snore? Like, it's all different. It could be all different reasons why people are snoring. But I'm just like, yo, y'all got me around like 3 women that snore. So I'm getting snoring from every angle, and it's so annoying, man. They're like snoring all over the freaking place. And I'm so pissed off because I'm tired and I want to rest. And I didn't want to keep the earbuds in my ear all night to avoid the snore, but tomorrow I'm going to have to just keep the earbuds close by so I don't have to really endure these women snoring like that. It's so freaking annoying, bro. I'm trying to. I don't know why this keeps doing that. I'm trying to go somewhere, but oh man. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing okay. I had a terrible night. Didn't sleep good. Ladies downstairs below me snoring like nobody's business. Snoring all night long. They moved my bed. I told y'all, when they move you around, you don't have no choice. You have to just do what they tell you. So if you complain about having to move, they'll just tell you to move on outside, and you don't have to be here. Thank you for the 4 thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. I hope I'm not getting a cold, yo guys. You know, all those women in there are coughing all over the damn place. And it's such close quarters. Like, I'm in such close proximity to other people. And it's like, there's no, we just so close by each other. And there's no privacy. You have no privacy unless you're like in the bathroom stall. And you guys, I'm not really complaining. I'm just sharing my experiences being homeless and having to live in a shelter around other people. It's not a vacation, I'll tell you that much. It's really not a vacation. It's really not a walk in the park or anything like that. It's horrible. It's a horrible place to be. But, you know, if you're able to avoid the shelter at all costs in your life, avoid the shelters at all costs in your life. That is not a place that anybody in their right mind should want to be a part of or be in, because they treat you like garbage. The staff treat you like crap. Some of the staff act like they're cool, and then later on they end up being like a total piece of crap. They like control, you know. A shelter, being like a prison guard, is a great place to have a job for people who want to be in control of others, who want to boss people around and do all these things to another human being. A shelter is a perfect job for them to have, because they get to boss you around all day and tell you, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that. And when they don't like you, it's even harder. And I try not to be in that group of people, the staff members that don't like me. I'm not like a people pleaser. I'm not one of these people that try to like please the staff that work at the shelter. I stay out of the way. That's just always been my motto. I always just stay out of the freaking way. I try to make myself like, you know, like I'm not even around, you know what I mean? I just try to stay out of the way of everything. And the other girls, they just feed into, oh, I just can't stand the staff. I can't stand that staff. Well, if they see you sitting around every day not doing much with yourself, how do you think they're going to feel about you? You know what I mean? There was this one lady when I came in, I didn't really like her too much. She seemed like she was kind of like bitchy, right? And so I got to know her a little bit better. Then she didn't seem to be too bad. But I'm literally the only person in there that gets up every day and actively like goes out and goes about my business. It's like all the other girls in that place, all they do is sit around and gossip, talk, get high. It's freaking insane. It's insane. I don't speak to those women. I don't acknowledge them. I do nothing. I just mind my own business, girl. I mind my own business and I worry about myself. You ain't gonna make no friends in there. It's just like the streets, and it's just like being in prison. If you ever been in jail before, the county or whatever. I've never been in jail, but if you ever been in jail, you know for darn sure ain't nobody in there your friend. You ain't got no friends, no buddies, no pals. Nobody's gonna support you. Nobody got your back. You don't have any buddies or pals in there. So just know nobody gives a damn about you. And they really get mad if they see that they really don't like you if they see that you're doing something with yourself. Like, you know, if they see that you're trying to get to better in your life, they really don't like that either. You know, going into a shelter is like being inside a jail. Being in a jail cell or being in a prison, you have a bunkie. Most of the time, your bunkie, the person that sleeps in a bed below you, they don't even like you. So even if the person above you, your bunkie may not take a shower, may not take care of their hygiene so good, you have to deal with that too. So it's just a lot. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to brush my teeth because I left the shelter so fast this morning. I didn't have no time to brush my teeth because it was almost like 5:30. So I just had to keep... Oh, I got a cramp. I got a cramp in my stomach. Good morning. There's no sound. No sound now. I had to pause it for a minute. I had to do something. I had to brush my teeth because I woke up this morning in the shelter and it was like 5:20. So I was like, I don't have any time to brush my teeth in this place because I'm telling y'all, I'll be out the door before them women start getting up. I don't want to be around none of those freaking people. So I was like, let me hurry up and get out of here. I just ran out of the shelter. It was already like, and since I'm in a bunk bed, it's harder for me to, it takes a little bit more time. I got to just start setting my clock for like 4:30 so I can get the freak out of there, bro. Because it's a mess. The one lady that used to be the house mom, she's bragging, talking about she's leaving. And I hope you do leave. I can't wait. She down there snoring. I'm sleeping next to 3 different women in my new bed. And 3 of them are snorers and they're just snoring. So now I'm like annoyed with that. I can't even get no sleep because I have these three women who are snoring. So I Googled, I'm saying, why do people snore? So it's all different reasons why somebody could snore. It could be sleep apnea. It could be alcoholism. It just could be so many different things. So I'm just like, wow. So I was like, I should have just wore my earbuds, but I didn't feel like getting my phone back out. I used to carry 2 duffel bags in there. Now I'm down to 1 since I'm sleeping in a bunk bed. I don't have access to the floor, and I don't have access to, like having the floor or having my stuff under my bunk bed. Because most of the time your storage, people store everything under their bunk beds. Yeah, I was brushing my teeth because, excuse me to say, I didn't want y'all to have to hear that, but I had to run out of the shelter today because I didn't brush my teeth. It was already like 5:20, and I wanted to get out of the shelter before them girls start waking up. Because I can't stand being there, you know what I mean? It's a horrible place. Like, I'm grateful to be there, but I don't like, I don't want to be there, So I was like, let me get out of here as soon as I can. So the first moment I was able to escape, I was like, okay, let me get freedom. But being on the bunk bed, now it's more time for me to, it just takes more time for me to get out of there since I'm on a bunk bed now. I have to make my bunk bed every morning before I leave because I can get myself in trouble if I just leave and don't make my bed. That's grounds for them to terminate me from the program. Like, they could put me out and say, well, you're done because you didn't make your bed this morning. Like, y'all don't even have a ladder accessible. There's not even a ladder that I can climb up on to get in the bunk bed. First of all, there shouldn't even be bunk beds for adults. Like, adults, y'all should have all beds just flat on the ground. But y'all try to ram and cram as many adult people inside one room as possible, and there's so many different rooms inside of that shelter. That's the thing. That's the funny part. There's other rooms in the shelter, but they cram us inside one big giant room, which I think is wrong. All these other rooms that we have in there to be accessible for us to be a little bit more space. Everybody's in one area. And thank God, for the most part, most of the women in there shower, so we don't have to really deal with any foul smell. But there's a new house mom now. There's a white lady. This white lady is a house mom now. And I said, oh, they talked you into the position. There's no way I want that position. I don't want to be no freaking house mom. Why would I want to be a house mom of women and having to tell other women what to do? Like, who wants that job? But I guess she did, so she has it. So I'm like, why would you want to be the house mom and be able to, like, time people for showers? But some people like to be in control, and I guess they think that they're, like, I don't know, they get brownie points, or maybe they get to sleep later or whatever. But I'm like, girl, if they're not paying me for that position, I don't want it. Maybe they promised her a job after she leaves. I don't know. But girl, I'm just sitting around looking like, oh my God, who wants that job? I mean, who wants to really sit around and tell grown women, you got 7 minutes in the shower? Like, what happened to the other shower that we were doing before when everybody could come up earlier to take a shower? What happened to that? Like, they say things that they don't stick to. Oh, since there's so many women, we're going to need everybody to do this. So this afternoon, I'm just going to take a shower where I'm at the gym, and just go in there and not have to worry about taking a shower in that place. But it's such a joke. If you have a place, a house, apartment, or something, keep what you have. Because I'm telling you, being a part of a shelter is not for the weak, honey. You don't want to be in there because it's like you're in jail. People telling you what to do. Excuse me, y'all. I really should have paused that. Girl, I be running out. I be out the door at 5 a.m., sometimes 5:30. Like, today's a late day. It's a late start of the day for me because I'm actually on vacation from my job. I'm not doing anything. I'm just moving my storage. But, girl, I don't be bothered. I don't be bothered. I barely speak to the girls. And not like, I'm not better than none of y'all, right? But I don't want to be bothered with none of you heifers. Because all I see is a whole bunch of goofing off. Most of those women are not even trying to, like, better their lives. Like, why would I want to be around people like that? You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to? I'm not a social butterfly anyway, so that's what makes it good for me to be out the door. I'm not a social person. I don't be in here trying to make no friends. There's no friends to be made. There was a girl yesterday. She's deaf. I think she's not deaf. She's mute, right? She can't speak. So I guess that's mute. So she like mumbles. She mumbles, and the girls are like trying to talk to her or whatever, and she's just doing a whole bunch of giggling and mumbling, and she's really loud. I guess since she can't speak, her voice box is just extremely elevated and stuff. And I'm just like, she was in there yesterday talking to these other girls, just giggling around. I'm just like, what are you even saying? No one can really understand what you're saying. Like, what is this noise about? So thank God I had my earbuds yesterday. And I'm like, listen, I'm not better than nobody, but I just, y'all doing so much talking in this shelter to each other about a whole bunch of negative whatever. Go talk to a job interview like that. Go talk to some resources that you'll be able to get out of here. Like, why are y'all sitting around talking about a whole bunch of negative nothing? Everybody talking about each other, throwing each other under the bus. Why don't y'all go talk to a job interview? Why don't y'all go fill out a job interview, put all that energy to try to get yourself up out of here and stop being here goofing the heck off? Because that's what I see, a lot of goofing off. A lot of goofing off and playing around and gossiping and talking, acting like who's better than you and who's this. And one of the girls came in there with her girlfriend from off the streets, and all they do is run their mouth. Like, one thing I'm not a people pleaser, and I'm not into trying to get people to accept me. Oh, I just want to be in with the in crowd. And I've never been like that. Like, even when I was younger, I never cared. Like, I never cared who didn't like me, who doesn't think I'm pretty, who doesn't think I'm cute. Like, I never cared to be accepted by anybody. So, I mean, I was verbally abused by my own mother. So, I don't know if her abuse just made me extremely strong and extremely, like, I don't care what people think about me. I don't care if they think I'm cute, pretty, ugly. I don't know. I don't care what people think about me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could care less. And I could care less to how I present myself as well, as far as, like, social media. Because a lot of times I come on here and I'm looking a mess. Most of the time I'm coming from the gym. I'm not put together. But I don't care. Like, my confidence is so just different. I don't care who don't like me. I don't care who thinks I'm unattractive. I don't care who thinks. But you could tell who the people pleasers are when they come in there. They just be trying to be so friendly. I mean, some people are just outgoing to everybody, and that's just not me. Like, I'm not outgoing to nobody. Like, I'm just not. I stay in my lane. And when something turns me off about you're a people pleaser, I don't like people pleasers because I work with a lot of people pleasers. I'm just not that person. I'm just the type of person, like, I'm scoping out the room, like, I'm watching you. I'm watching how you move. And when you do something and I don't like the way you move, I'll never acknowledge you again. That's just how I am. It's just people pleasing all over the place. Everybody's trying to fit in somewhere. Like, oh, I just want everybody here to like me. I just want everybody here to accept me. Girl, I could care fucking less. So what? Who don't like you? And I've been like this all my life, even in high school. Like, I used to sit at the lunch table by myself. At the lunch table. I mean, who be wanting to sit at the lunch table alone? Nobody. But girl, I don't care. I'm cool. I'm cool with being on my own. I am so okay with being on my own if I need to be. And I am by myself. You know what I'm saying? My family's not really doing much to assist me in my situation. And they don't have to. And I'm not saying that my family should. I'm not saying that they have to, but I'm saying that I think that they should help me, because you never know when you can find yourself homeless and no place to go, You never know when you're homeless and have no place to go, and you need resources, and I'm not going to get coffee. I might get coffee later. I'm not going to get coffee now, but I'm going to go to my storage and start getting some of those bins that I have in there out. And y'all going to take the journey with me as much as I can, stay on live. I'm going to, but yeah, it's just such a mess. A shelter is some place that you never should want to be, because it's like damn near close to being in jail. It's like being incarcerated. So if you don't want people to have to boss you around, and I mind my business, but even when you mind your business, people are still going to try to find a way to make you feel like, to make you the villain somehow. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she don't speak to people. What's wrong with her? I just don't. I don't socialize. Like, I'll come into a room and say hi, and then when you're like trying to get through in the room, you got girls standing in the middle of the hallway, like they're in the way. You have to say, excuse me, to get by. Like, have some common decency and respect for people. But most of the girls don't even have common decency and respect for themselves. So why would they have common decency for anybody else? They don't even respect and care for themselves. And I'm not talking about them, because we're all literally in the same boat. But damn, what are y'all girls doing every day? Just sitting around complaining all day? Complaining? Thinking you're going to get somewhere by just sitting around here all day? Like, sitting around the shelter is not going to, like, those shelter people are not going to come and give you resources. You got to go out and find them on your own. They're not giving you nothing. They're not giving you nothing but a hard way to go. That's it. That's all they're going to give you. A hard way to go. So I get out here on my grind every day. I'm not expecting a damn thing from nobody. Then at the end of the night, I got to go home to them. So I'm just going to start getting me a shower at the gym and not even have to get out of that bed, because I just don't want to be bothered by none of them. I don't want to be bothered by none of them girls. Like, y'all all be looking at me like something wrong with me. Nah, sis, I'm good. I'm just staying away from y'all. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to gossip about. I don't have anything to talk about. I'm mad the fact that they put my bed up there. I don't like that, but I have to sleep in it. It's my bed. So you're gonna put me up top? That's not fair. But you look at them. You looked at my age and saw that I was younger than certain people. So certain people that's older, you just automatically put them on the bottom bunk, huh? That's not fair. I guess they probably look at me like, oh, we know she work out. So just because I work out don't mean I want to go on the top bunk. But the thing I do like about the top bunk, I'm pretty much away from everybody. Like, nobody's like staring at me, and because when you're on the bottom bunk, they all see you. But it just sucks. But I'm gonna go to my storage now and start getting some of these bins out, so I can just do an early storage transport today. I did storage yesterday. I'm not gonna go watch the sunrise today, because I just want to keep moving today. I just want to keep going at it. I wanted to go to this library. I can go to the library in this town that's actually out here. But this other library in this other town, I could pretty much stay there most of the day for like hours, but it's kind of like out of town. Not out of town, but out of my reach. Since I'm on vacation, I have literally the whole day of nothing going on. It's like nothing going on. So I'm kind of ready to go back to work, to be honest. I don't have anything going on. The only thing I've been doing was just moving my shelter stuff, moving stuff around, trying to get the business back on, trying to get my soul business back popping again. I have a lot of stuff to do with that. But once I get all my ingredients and everything together, I can start making again. So that's my goal. I'm not getting coffee today. I kind of don't feel like it. I don't feel like stopping at Wawa. I don't want coffee to be a thing that I feel like I need every day, and I really don't need it. I just like the taste of it, and it does give me like a little pep in my step. But today, I just want to go to storage and somehow stop and go to the gym, because I haven't been to the gym in a couple of days. I haven't really been doing much working out, because I just kind of got stuck in my little vacation mode. Because if I know if I work out, I'm not going to want to go to storage and move anything around. So I want to go to the storage, move stuff back here. Then when I get back here, put the stuff where it needs to go. And I only go to my storage once a day, move stuff to the new storage, and I'm done. Like, I don't have a lot of stuff in there that I need to be actively there, like, multiple times a day. But today, I'm just going to grab the bins, put them in the new storage, and keep going on with my life today. I'm going to go to the gym afterwards. So I know if I go to the gym and then I go to storage, I'm going to be just so tired for the most of the day. So I'm just going to keep moving. And while I'm at the gym today, I'm just going to work out and I'm going to take a shower at the gym. That way I don't have to worry about going back to the shelter, taking a shower there when everybody's moving around, everybody's walking around. You know, I just want to be out of these girls' hair. I want to be away from everybody. And if I got to stay in my bed from 8:30 all the way until the next morning, I'm fine with that. That way I get my sleep that I need to get. I don't have to be walking back and forth. Like, I don't want to. I'm grateful to be there, but the stuff that you have to endure, like being in a shelter with people, it sucks. So some people try to low key bully you, and some of them are drug addicts. And one of the ladies was asking me for money. She was like, "Do you have $1?" I'm just like, "Yo, if you don't get the freak out my face, bro. I get up and go to work every day. Do you think I'm interested in giving you $1, sister?" I looked at her like, "No, I don't. And I have it, but you're not getting it. I have $1, but I'm not giving it to you. Because once I break that cycle of giving you $1, every day you're going to be asking me for money. And that's just a no-no." I'm literally the only person in there that has a job. Me. It's sad. Y'all sit around here and gossip all day. You're sitting around shooting the breeze. And I don't see nobody actively really trying to do nothing to get out of this situation that you're in, that we're in. I'm out here working every day actively trying to find resources, trying to find this, trying to do that. And all y'all come back here to the shelter and shoot the breeze and just act like this is normal life? Like, being in the shelter is not normal life for me. I'm trying to get my life back to normal. And normal life is for me to have my own place and just live in a normal life again. I'm not trying to be caught up in this crap. But I guess if you get caught up in that shelter life, you know, the good thing is about having my bunk bed away from everybody, it's good. I don't have to really be around people, but I do have to get up to use the bathroom at some point. And that sucks. I want to be out the way. I'm going to start taking a shower everywhere because I don't want to be around these people. I didn't like my bed when my bed was by the bathroom. I didn't really like that, having my bed by the bathroom, but I kind of missed the bed because it was on the ground floor, but now it's like I got to climb up in this stupid bump bed crap. So then when I came in last night, I had my own ladder. Like, it's this utility ladder that I had in my apartment. It's a cute little ladder for a woman, right? It's a small little ladder. It's not no big, tall ladder, but it does help me get into the bed. It helps me get out of the bed or whatever. So I asked the staff member, I said, I just didn't want to bring this in without, asking y'all, was this okay? I said, I don't have no way to get on and off the bunk bed. So I said, can I have this here? She was like, oh no, I have to ask your counselor. I said, okay, no problem. So today I'm going to call my counselor and I'm going to ask her myself. Um, I'm going to ask the counselor myself, but everything that you bring in there, certain things you can't even have in there. And I don't have a lot of stuff there. Like, I don't have a bin. A lot of those girls have totes and everything. I don't have none of that. Everything I tote around is going to be in my car. So, because I don't plan on being there for the longevity of my life, but a lot of the girls have like Tupperware, not Tupperware. They have like uh, clothing totes and everything in there. And I don't have a tote because right now that I'm in a top bunk bed, I don't have a place to put my stuff for sure now. I'll just put it in my bed. Yes, well, that shelter I worked at helped with a lot. I wish the shelter they helped find housing and more. The shelter I'm in now is not doing much with helping. So the shelter's not doing much with helping. A lot of the resources we're having to find on our own. So they said that there is a housing lady, but they're telling me how expensive she is to come here. And I'm just like, well, y'all see a person like me who's actively working every day. I have an income. My case shouldn't be that hard to get somebody to help me find shelter. Like, it shouldn't be that hard for me. I should be the easiest case that y'all have yet. But they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They're sending people out to like group homes and stuff like that. So, I mean, have a lot of resources. I have a lot of helpful resources in my life right now. I don't really talk about everything, but I do have people in my life that, but the shelter's not really trying to do too much right now. So, and I'm not going to ask them. It is what it is. I can't beg. What, I'm going to beg you? I went to social services yesterday and asked about shelter, and they say here's their program, but the program is out of funding right now, so I have to come back probably in January. But she was like, well, you have to find your own place, and then we will help you with this or that. So I'm like, okay. So I'm going to utilize that resource. But I have to find a landlord that wants to help me in my situation. So maybe by January, when funding open up a little bit, like certain funding in certain communities will open up, and then they'll be a little bit more open to help. Because right now it's a funding thing. When they run out of funds, they don't have it anymore. So she said in January we'll have more funds, but it's going to be a whole line of people that's in line for those funds. So, but I'm going to be one of them for sure. And it's the end of the year, so everything is quite hard right now for people. But I always keep my faith. I know I'm going to find something. Something will give through. But I still need to have that second job, and you know, you know how that goes. I still need to have that extra income and everything, and things will work out, man. Regardless of what I come on here and say, I know that everything is going to go in a good direction for me because I'm actively out doing the work. Like, I'm doing the work. I'm not sitting around shooting the breeze in a shelter like, this is it of life. No, I need more. I want more. That shelter is not a place that you can stay at for long. And the way that those girls were snoring last night, and I was like, oh God, Lord, I gotta get out of here. It was like three different women on three different sides of me snoring all night long. So I'm annoyed. Like, oh my God. Lord knows. My mom was a snorer, and I remember my mom snoring loud. My mom was snoring so loud you can hear her all the way out in the kitchen in the house that we lived in. You can hear her snoring. I'm like, how did my dad put up with that crap for all those years? But he loved my mom. You know what I mean? He loved her. He loved her, but I don't see how someone can deal with a snoring spouse. Like, oh my God. I guess snoring could just come on your life, depending on your lifestyle or whatever. I don't know. But snoring sucks, bro. Because they can't really help it. I guess they can't help it. Then the girl that sleeps below me, she's like, I don't know if she's like Asian, or she's in the Asian diaspora, Japanese or whatever. I think she's probably Japanese or something like that. And it's very strange because you don't see a lot of Asian or Japanese people in shelters. You see a lot of black, a lot of white, a lot of Spanish. You don't see a lot of Asian people in shelters. So I'm like, damn, what happened to your family? But you look at people and you just wonder, like, what happened to them, how you got here. But most of us are in shelters because we don't have any family help. So, but when I see the Asian girls coming up in there, I be like, damn, what happened to y'all community? Because y'all usually be helping each other out. Like, but yeah, I don't know. Some families don't really want to help. I mean, I don't know. Some people burn their bridges, and some people just have family like mine that really just are selfish and they don't want to help anybody. And I have a big family, so there's really no excuse why all the people that's in my family, no one can raise their hand and help me. But like I said, hey, it's going to be y'all one day. You know what I'm saying? It's me today, but next week it's going to be somebody else. So you never know when you're going to be homeless and need somebody to give you a hot, a place to rest your head every night. So this is not for the weak, man. Being homeless is not for the weak. And I have brothers and people in my family, and I just be like, damn, y'all really don't give a damn, huh? It could be dead of the winter, snowing and everything, and nobody would call me and say, hey, sis, you okay? What's going on? Is there something I can help you with? Nothing. Crickets. All crickets, baby. But then they'll just say, oh, she's at a shelter, so. Yeah, but I shouldn't even have to be there. I shouldn't even have to be in a shelter. I have family. Like, let somebody, one of my siblings, tell me that they're in a shelter. I said, what? Come on home, baby. I'm gonna help you as much as I can. Good morning. How are you, Lori? Good morning, Ebony. Good Morning, girly. I know I'm running my mouth this morning, y'all, but that's what I do. I run my mouth and I talk and I express my feelings and I put my feelings out there about how I'm feeling and what's going on with me and the things that I think that's going on that's not right. There's a lot of stuff that's not right, but ain't nothing I can do about it. I have no power or pull there. I'm just an old homeless person. Nobody thinks much of homeless people. Nobody thinks much of a homeless person. I'm just going to the shelter, going to the my storage right now and getting out. I'm gonna try to see if I can put 3 bins in this car to transport those to my new place, and that's all I'm doing for today with that. I'll probably get some coffee once I get down the pike a little bit further, but I just want to get my storage stuff out the way. The storage that I have now is a little cheaper. It's like $50 cheaper, so I'm saving $50, which is a good thing. But it'll probably just go right into either food, clothing, or it'll probably go into my gas tank for sure. But I'm thankful to save that. But yeah, I be out the door. I don't waste no time. Okay, I don't waste no time playing around in that shelter. When it's time for me, I woke up this morning. I was pissed off at myself because it was like 5:20, and I'm like, damn it. Damn it, it's 5:20 already. I'm normally out the door by I be wanting to be out that door by like 4:45 in the morning. I be wanting to be in my car. Car already warm, and I'm headed down the pike because I don't want to be stuck in there, man. I'm really ready to go back to work because I don't have nothing going on. My vacation is just nothing. But I'm going to use my time for sure. I'm not giving them. I'm not giving them my vacation time. There's a guy at the job. He never takes a vacation. He's an older man. He's like a senior citizen. I think he's like 65, and he's not married. He doesn't have a family. He never had children. So he's like he's to himself. He's walking alone in his life. So I think my job is like his family that he never had, you know, because he's there even on his days off. He'll come in here and do a couple hours. So I think that's that connection that he has with people at work is like he looks at people at work like this is my family. So I'm like, listen, you don't never use their vacation shit. I'm gonna use my stuff. I be wanting to use more of it that I don't even have. I bought vacation this year. I'm not buying vacation next year. I'm not doing that again. Because every paycheck they take like $12 out of my check when you purchase vacation. You could buy an extra week of vacation, and I did that, but I'm not doing that again. So they're not taking my money out no more. They take like $12 every paycheck, and every piece of money, like every dollar counts in your paycheck. So I'm like, they won't be taking no more vacation because I don't have the resources to go on vacation. Like even for next year, I don't have the money, I don't have the resources. So I mean, I could find a vacation and pay it off throughout the year and then go. But the last time I went on a vacation, I went on a cruise, and that was like in 2010. 2010. So I don't know. That would be something nice for me to look forward to. But if I get 2 jobs, there's no way I could really try to take a vacation or plan one for next year having 2 jobs. So I don't know. Maybe when I get settled and get my feet wet, find me a place, I could find something. But right now it's just freaking crazy. My life is all over the place. But I'm not complaining. I'm just talking about my experience. Some people come on here like the trolls will say really mean things like this and that. They'll say mean and nasty things about me, and I'm just like, y'all don't even know me. Like, are you kidding me? Y'all don't even know me. But yet you're here to throw out judgments. You're here to throw out judgment about my life. I'm not sleeping or living in your house. I'm in the shelter, and I'm trying to get my life together, and that's it. But people don't think much of homeless people. You know what I mean? They just really be like, you're homeless. You're a loser. You're a loser. You're automatically a loser. And that's okay, because I'm not trying to persuade people to like me or like my situation. They don't have to. But when you come over here with some bull crap and you want to be trolling me, you're going to get your behind blocked. Because this is my life, and I'm going to speak about the goings on in my life. You know? And how old the building is that we have the shelter in. The building is super old, so it has drop ceilings. I mean, is there anywhere that you know that have drop ceilings? Does anybody even use drop ceilings anymore? So it has drop ceilings, and the building is just super old. It has water damage. When it rains, the place be leaking. It's just a mess. It's a mess. I'm trying to move at my own pace. I'm not really trying to rush to get out, but I'm not moving slow to get out either. I'm not rushing, but I'm not moving slow. I'm not like dragging my feet. I want to get out of there as soon as possible, but like I said, I need to have an increase of finances. I can't just move out with what I have now because it's not going to work. I need more money. So I don't know, y'all. Hi there. Are you busy driving through or are you reading though? I don't read when I drive. I thought y'all knew that already. Keep there for you know. I don't read when I drive. I can't. I'm gonna crash the car. I'm not gonna crash my car trying to read y'all comments. I read the comments when I get to a stop sign or if I get to a red light, I'll read the comments. Like I'm right now. But how are you guys doing? I worry much about those who don't care. Just know that I care about you through a sister. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't read comments when I'm driving because I don't want to have an accident. You know what I mean? But I can't really read while I'm driving because I don't want to get into a crash. I'm not ignoring anybody's comments, but you know, when I'm talking, I can't really read them anyway. But I didn't have a bad night, but I had a very annoying night, a annoying afternoon yesterday, being in that shelter with these girls, because all they do is talk and run their mouth about a whole bunch of nothing. And I just be like, well, damn, y'all could put all that effort and stuff, all that talking and effort that y'all putting into gossiping and stabbing people in the back and running to staff telling stuff that people are doing. If y'all put all that effort into that, you get somewhere. You know what I mean? So I'm in the shelter just going to get some bins, grab what I can grab, and head over to my new one. Because my other storage is like, it's out there by my job. So So girl, I'm gonna start making my soaps again, and I can't wait because making soaps is like peaceful for me. It's a peaceful thing for me to do is make soap. So it's peaceful for me to make soap. It's peaceful. It's a peaceful thing. It's peaceful. I don't know why this is on here. I don't want it to be on there, but I'm at my storage bin. I don't know why I call it my storage bin. That's such an old name, right? I sound like an old person. I'm at the storage rack. Okay, thanks for clearing that up. Keep watching there for yeah. I don't ignore people, but when I'm driving, I can't look at the camera and read comments while I'm trying to look at the road. I mean, I really shouldn't even be on here. I shouldn't really be on a live stream with my car, but I mean, people do a lot of things that they're not supposed to do, right? No one's perfect, but yeah, man, I'm tired of this shelter crap. But there's nothing I can do. I gotta keep going in Jesus' name. I gotta keep going. So I normally start my day, I'll go watch like the sunrise, but today I just felt like I wanted to stay on the road and just keep going, like keep getting my stuff out of the way and get to this storage and move this stuff as soon as possible to get this crap. Because I got to be out of the storage by the 31st of the end of the month and then turn in my keys. So, oh, I did the wrong code. Wrong code. Oh, I keep doing the wrong code, y'all. I'm gonna have to use my fingers. I don't want to touch this code reader thing. I don't want to touch it. I'm such a germaphobe when it comes to touching stuff. Yay, let me in. It's getting cold out here too, y'all. It really is. I think you just shut yourself from them and read something. Yeah, or your Bible in case. I'll read the Quran. It helps me to elevate your feelings. Yeah, I was listening to gospel music last night, and I gotta get me something to read or start journaling so I can block them out. I mean, I have earbuds. I can easily block them out with no problem, but um, now my bed is moved and I'm like pretty much far away from everybody. That's a good thing. It's a good thing for me. I'm trying to just, that's a good thing that they moved my bed. I don't like being in the bed kind of in the back of the room because there's really no exit where I'm at. Like there should be another exit door because God forbid if a fire or something breaks out, like I should have easy access to get out. But I don't. There are windows, right? But how are we gonna break the window? You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna get me a hammer, like a little tool that can break a window. Cause I'm nervous. Like if a fire breaks out, I'm gonna be like, a piece of toast. I'm gonna be roasted like a piece of toast. So you gotta think about stuff like that in places like that. There should be another exit door for people to escape if there's a fire or something, or like a psychopath comes in there. I just always think about stuff like, what if an emergency happens? I think there's too many women. I think they're over. They just take. I think they're overcapacitated. I think they have us all in this one little section because they can do it, but I think it's illegal. I think it's illegal how they have so many people in one damn room. Should I call the fire marshal and let them know that it's overcapacitated? Like y'all should have two rooms that y'all have women in, not one room. Everybody's like sardines in a can. So you can call the fire department and let them know. Listen, they running this place overcapacitated. There's a whole bunch of women in one space, and that ain't right. I know one thing. When you go in Walmart and you go into Wawa, they have a sign on the door saying how many people can be in this area. Yes, they do. And in each room in the shelter, there should only be a certain amount of people inside each room because if a fire breaks out, it's going to be a stampede. So, I don't know. If people be yapping like that, then I'll put headphones on. They on mute. Yeah, I put my headphones on too. But I remember one night I was so pissed off. They were yapping so bad, just so disrespectfully yapping, like not caring about their neighbors. Some of the women are trying to sleep. Some of the women are just resting and minding their own business. But you have this group of girls that just can't shut their mouth. Like, I don't have a problem with people talking and communicating. I don't have a problem with people wanting to socialize. I have no problem with that. But when you see other people around you that are resting and they're trying to sleep, and on top of that, I have a job that I have to go to in the morning. So I don't want to hear all that crap. Like, have some respect. But most of the girls don't have respect. So they don't know what respect is. So, that's what we're dealing with as well. Just disrespectful people that just feel like, you know, they just don't care. They have no respect for themselves, so they're damn sure not going to have respect for the next person in the bunk below them that's sitting there quiet, minding their own damn business, maybe reading a book or maybe. But I think most of the girls wear headphones and they're not even listening to people. So, yeah, I got to start utilizing my headphones more often. Start utilizing, because I got two sets of headphones too. But one night I came in there and I left my headphones in the car and I had to listen to these girls talk all night, yap, laugh, giggle, and all this old crap. This is so immature. Oh my God, I don't want y'all to hear me. Oh my God. I'm supposed to put the. Yeah, I just have to do my thing and make sure I have my headphones available for me at all times when I have nights like that. And I make sure I'm going to be making sure I use the bathroom. Because I like to move around when everybody's in their bed. I don't want to, because sometimes even walking around in the room, right? Since my bed was moved, I'm all the way in the back of the room. So I have to walk past a lot of people to get to the bathroom and stuff like that. And some of the ignorant women, they see you walking and they're still standing in the middle of the hall like, hello, I'm trying to get past. And I try not to have confrontations with people and stuff like that, but I mean, I haven't had a confrontation with anybody. I just try to stay out of the way, that's all. I try to stay out of the freaking way. That's the best way to be, is out of the way. Out of everyone's way. It's better for me, it's better for them. It's better for me, it's better for them. But I can only imagine what people go through in jail. People that like commit crimes and they're in prison for whatever. I can only imagine what they're going through. Oh my God. The staff members, even at the shelter, they don't even care. Like, somebody got reported for being high on dope one night. This lady was like twigging. She was, what do they call it? Nodding out and stuff like that in the middle of the night or whatever. So the girl went and told the staff. She flipped out. She was like, yo, you keep pushing around on my bed and you're high, you're high, you're high. So the girl went and told staff members, and guess what? Staff ain't do nothing, talking about, oh, well, I didn't see her do it. I didn't see her doing it. They just be lying. Y'all just be wanting money so bad that y'all don't even care. People need to be in, like, certain people need to be in a drug rehabilitation place. That's where they need to be. They don't need to be in a shelter, because being in a shelter is not helping them with their sobriety. And some of them don't even want to help with the sobriety. Some of them are okay with being who they are. They want to get high. And I said, well, y'all going to have another problem, because y'all going to have some people in here that's going to be in here overdosing. Y'all want that on y'all record? Shelter don't care about that. They don't care. They do not care. But they don't have a problem with bossing you the heck around. Bossing you around and treating you like you ain't nobody. Because that's what they do too. They treat you like you ain't nobody. They talk to you like you know, like you less than. And you know, we're already in a situation where we've lost everything that we've had. That's why we're at the shelter. So we don't need somebody sitting there trying to just make us feel worse. Well, when it comes to confrontation, people not put their hands on you because that be their regret. And I see you be working out. They don't bother me though. The way I look like a mean person anyway. So people don't really bother me. But sometimes people try. They try, you know, they try to, they see that I'm to myself and I mind my business, and I'm sure they see my body. So they don't really be trying with me. They don't really try with me. I think they can see that I don't want no problems with this girl. So, but they still can be really rude and ignorant. You know what I'm saying? They still could be, if you see somebody walking down like the area to go to the bathroom, maybe you should move your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Move out the way. I shouldn't have to say excuse me to anyone. You see me coming. The walkway should be clear anyway. The walkway for people to move around. But see, I said, the way that they set the shelter up, it's like we're sardines in a can. There's no space or room, so people get upset because there's no space or room. But the building is huge. There's parts of the building that they don't even use. So y'all have a shelter and y'all have women in this small section, and yeah, people are going to get mad at each other. People are going to be running on fumes because there's no space. So I'm just like, oh my God, I couldn't imagine someone in a jail cell, like the space that they don't have. Like, I'm grateful, but you get tired, you know? I'll be right back, y'all. I'm at my storage. I'm just putting some bins in my car, so I'm not ignoring y'all, but I'm at my storage. I'm gonna get some coffee after a bit. I found so much stuff that I'm just gonna be throwing away, getting rid of. Just telling them to please pay mind to your surroundings. It's like that even in prison. I saw that for 10 days. I've been there. Nobody mess with you if they get you, but you need to tell them. Yeah, I don't really say much. I try to keep the peace, you know what I mean? Well, I don't think anybody in there is going to be putting their hands on anybody, because if you put your hands on somebody in there, first of all, they're going to call the police, you're going to get arrested, and they're going to get kicked out. So nobody wants to be kicked out because we're already homeless. So nobody's going to do certain things. Yeah, I'm finding that I have so much stuff that just needs to go in the trash. It's not even funny. I'm just throwing away stuff. Stuff that I can use in my kitchen when I get my own place again. I can replace certain little things like onion cutters and all that stuff. I'm throwing that stuff away. I'm getting rid of stuff. I'm not playing. I'm not keeping stuff that I don't need right now. The only stuff I care about keeping is stuff that is stuff that has to do with my business. That's it. That's all the stuff I want to keep. I'm tired already. Yeah, I'm just finding so much junk that I'm just going to throw away on the way. Like it's going to the Goodwill. And half of this crap I do not need and I'm not keeping it. Half of the stuff I don't need and I'm not going to keep it. Let me take this off. Yeah, I'm just finding so much stuff that's just like junk, you know what I mean? I learned something about navigating your space by being clear on everything, because when you live together like that, somehow you got to make it work out, sis. Sorry for lecturing. No one got it easy. Yeah, I know. I'm not looking at it as a lecture. I appreciate all your comments and everything. But with those women, it's like you're going to be saying those type of things forever, because of course they're going to take offense. Everybody's going to take offense. So I try to just everybody's going to take offense and they're going to get mad. So I just don't even, and it's going to be a whole thing where everybody's going to be running back and forth, tattletelling, you know, telling things. Oh, I'm going to go tell the staff that she did this, and I just want to keep the peace and stay in my own lane. That's all I want. I don't got time to be confronting people, especially immature little girls. I'm just going to mind my business. Like I stay in my bed, mind my business. That's it. Stay in my bed, mind my business. This is where I went the other day when I went hiking. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful scene? It's one of my pictures that I took when I was hiking. Isn't that pretty? I'm trying to find my trash bag so I can put some stuff for the Goodwill if I can't find it. I'm trying to find a bag that I can start putting some of the stuff in to get rid of it, because it's in the way. But that's one of the hiking places that I go to when I go hiking, and that's probably a place I'm going to go to today. I'll take all these bags. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's probably a place I'm going to go to today and go hiking today. I didn't do hiking yesterday. I should have went, but I didn't. So I'm just putting some stuff that I'm going to throw away in the Goodwill. I'm putting stuff away that I'm going to get rid of, that I don't use right now, like things that I can use in my kitchen. I'm not holding on to it. Whatever I need for my kitchen when I move and I get my own place again, I could just replace it. So this little onion cutter, I can replace that. It's like $20. No big deal. This is a little keepsake. I'm going to keep that. Getting rid of stuff that I don't need. Some of the stuff I've been carrying it for years. For what? You know what I mean? Let somebody else have it. Things that I've been carrying and holding on to, I don't need to keep carrying and holding on to anymore. Let somebody else utilize it. You know what I mean? Let somebody else have it. I told myself that I wasn't going to be carrying things that I no longer need at the moment. The only thing I need now is my shoes, my clothes, my work stuff, and that's it. That's all I need. This is a camera. I can buy another one too. I can replace that. Things that I said I could replace, I'm gonna get rid of them. I can replace this. I'm keeping all this garbage. What? Why am I keeping this? Why am I keeping this garbage? Downsizing. We are downsizing our lives. May God grant you the serenity to accept the things you cannot change. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? But I'm good. Like I talk about my experiences every day. So I'm not on here really complaining. I'm just talking about what I go through. And I'm not trying to get people to feel sorry for me. I'm not one of those people. I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. Heck, I put myself in this situation, so I have to navigate it now that I'm in it. And I've been navigating pretty well, to be honest. So I'm not on here for like a pity party or anything. But I'm just going to tell what I'm going through. Because that's the kind of person I am. I got to speak about it. That's how I can heal from stuff that I'm going through. I have to talk about it. I got to put it out there and speak about it. You know what I mean? But I'm not on here for a pity party, a shame game, and I'm not that type of woman. Whatever I'm going through, I'm going to get through what I always do. But I'm definitely a voiceful person. I'm going to speak about it. I'm going to talk about it because it needs to be talked about, because that's how I heal from my stuff, my wounds. That's how my wounds are healing, from me speaking about it, when you start moving things out, like the place just becomes lighter and it has more shelter, not the shelter, but the storage. Getting stuff out is just becoming lighter now. It's like an echo here. It's like an echo. Finding all my business stuff, and that's the reason why I'm here. Finding some shoes that I forgot that I had. Excuse me. But I'm glad I was getting this out of the way early, because I usually just go get coffee and watch the sunrise. But today, I didn't watch the sunrise today. No sunrise today, baby. I feel like I'm downsizing my life. And I am downsizing my life. And it feels good. And some of this stuff, I just look at it and I'm like, why am I holding on to you? Why am I holding on to you? Like, why? Why are you still in my life? So I'm finding stuff that I need. And I'm finding a lot of stuff that I don't need. I'm finding a lot of stuff that can go with me on my journey, and a lot of stuff that can't go with me on my journey anymore. Some things just can't go anymore. Some things just can't make the cut. And tomorrow I'm going to come back here and start putting some of this loose stuff in a bin and still getting rid of stuff. Like I got a tent not too long ago. I bought a tent. I'm getting rid of that. I don't need that. I'm not going to be in a tent in the wintertime. Not at all. So we're going to get rid of that tent. I feel so dirty. Could you read the Serenity Prayer, please, before you can... No, I'm not going to read anything. You want to read it? You can go on your own channel and read it. I don't read Serenity Prayers. If you want to read it, you can go start your own channel and read that yourself. That's what you can do. I don't want nobody pushing their religion or anything off on me, because I don't push my Christianity and what I believe in off on you. So don't come here with that. Whatever it is you believe in is what you believe in. I don't push my belief on anybody. So don't come here and push your serenity prayers or anything off on me, because I'm not dealing with that. You want to read a serenity prayer? You go open up your own live channel and read it there. I'm not against nobody and what they believe in, but don't come here with your religious stuff or whatever you believe in. No, I don't have to read a serenity prayer on my channel if I don't want to. You want to read a prayer? Open up a live stream for yourself and pray to everybody on your live stream. I don't have a problem with whatever somebody believes in, but don't come here with your religious stuff and telling me to read a prayer that you came up with. Like, I don't have to read anything. Or read that to somebody else that want to hear it. Not trying to be rude or anything, but it's rude when you try to push your ideas or whatever on someone else. Like, no, I don't have to read nothing if I don't want to. Have some respect for other people. That's all I'm saying. Have respect for other people and what their beliefs are. You want to read a prayer? Or open up your own live stream and read the prayers over there. I'm finding stuff that I don't even know that existed. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. I really have a lot of stuff, you guys. I really have a lot of stuff. And most of it's junk. Most of it's junk. Just don't try me. Don't try me. People are really psychotic. People are really psychotic. I just say people have really got the gall and the damn nerve to come over here and try me. Because I'll block you real quick. Don't come over here with that crap. This is my channel. I do what I want over here. I say what I want. I share what I want. If people come over here and they feel like they don't like what I'm saying or anything, you don't have to be here, clearly. Clearly. Nobody's begging anyone to listen to me talk. Nobody's begging nobody to be here. But if you want to be here to support me in my journey, I appreciate you. But please don't come over here and try to tell me what to do on my live stream. Because if you want to be told what to do on your live stream, you make your own live stream and you do it there. That's all. It's not hard, is it? I'm figuring I'm already going through enough right now in my life. I just don't need any extra drama. And sometimes when you do YouTube, there's always going to be like some form of drama, some kind of people that just come in here and do stuff. They try to demand you and tell you what to do and all that stuff. No, not going to work with me. I come on here and I share my story and my journey. If people want to share their journey and their story and their prayers, well, share it on your own channel, baby. Not being rude or nothing to nobody, but please don't come here with that. And it was funny because I was talking to this person most of the morning. Good morning, Rhonda. How are you? How's your morning going so far? I'm just at the storage bin, cleaning out things. Trying to get these bins out the way. Trying to see what I need and what I don't need. This is trash. I gotta take my Wi-Fi box back to and this is my vacation from work, and I'm just cleaning like usual, moving everything out of the back of my trunk and getting all this crap out of the way, because I have to be out of the storage by the 31st of October, and I will be. That's not going to be a problem or an issue. me being out of the storage by the end of the month is not going to be a problem or an issue. Let me see if I can put another bin on top of this one. I'm trying to make space, right? I'm glad I have a little SUV. I have like a mini baby SUV. That's what I call it. I call it a mini baby SUV. It was freezing last night, but I'm okay. What state are you in again, Rhonda? I forgot the state you told me you were in. Yeah, it was chilly. It was chilly where I'm at, too. Pretty chilly. Are you able to get into a shelter or something, Rhonda? Because I know you said you're in your car. Are you able to get into a shelter or something? I'm gonna go today and do some laundry. Get some laundry and stuff out of the way. Indiana, yeah, it's getting chilly. Are you able to get into a shelter or something? Have you ever looked into that as a resource? Or you said the shelters are full? Because the shelter where I'm at, it's getting pretty full with the women. They're coming in. I'd rather just stay in my car. I'd rather just stay in my car too, but I don't want to be cold. I can't really, with the coldness. Even last night, I wanted to leave the shelter and stay in my car too, but I can't freeze. I don't want to freeze. Because being cold is, to me, is the most uncomfortable feeling in the world. And, you know, I can't take being cold. I just can't take that. Not judging you. Everybody has their own. But sometimes in the shelter, I'd be wanting to leave too and just say, hey, I'll just stay in my car. But I don't want to be cold. But I haven't tried. I mean, for you not to be cold, you should come in and out of the cold if you're able to get into a shelter. I would try to do that because now it is getting cold outside and more people are coming into the shelter now. So I got into the shelter in the summertime when I knew a lot of people were still okay living in their cars or living on the streets. But it's cold. It's getting chilly now, but it's going to get colder. I'm looking at this damn place and I still got a whole bunch of junk. Oh, I just want to bulldoze all this crap. Look at all these. I'm gonna throw these away. Our shelters are small but haven't tried. Yeah, my shelter is small too, and it's so funny because of the shelter I'm in. They got other space, other rooms, but they have us all in one area, and I don't know why. I understand why. I really do understand why a lot of people rather stay in their car than stay in a homeless shelter. I understand. Trust me, I know. A lot of the staff are crappy. They're mean-spirited. They're supposed to be soft people that try to want to help you, and they're just not nice, most of them. So I get it. I understand. I'm in a shelter now, and I hate it. I hate it. But at least I'm warm, you know what I mean? I'm thankful to be in a warm place every night, so that's how I try to look at it. Just being in a warm place, somewhat safe place, because nobody's going to really harm me in there. Because if the girls do something, they get kicked out. So nobody's going to really do anything to make themselves like homeless again. Because some of the people in there, they don't have cars. When you don't have a car, it's harder to be homeless. But when you have a car, at least you have somewhere else that you can go to. Yes, I could go to my car, but it's too, for me, for my liking, it's too cold for me to be in my car. For my liking, I can't take the car. Because being cold, like, even when I wasn't homeless, being cold is so uncomfortable in my spirit. I can't do it. It is tough out here, I tell you, it really is. But your girl gotta keep going. You know, can't give up. Can't give up on life. I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep moving. Being cold is miserable. That's why I think you should go into a shelter, Rhonda. Because it's not going to do nothing. It's not going to get any better. It's going to continue to get colder and colder. It's already chilly now. Just don't want to wait till the frost comes. Because when it gets frosty, it's even more cold. Oh, water that helps me feel calm. You said water helps you feel calm? It's being cold is miserable. It is miserable. I mean, I'd rather be hot than be cold. Because I stayed in my car in the summertime. And it was hot in the car because I had to keep the windows up because the mosquitoes will come in. If you put your windows down in your car in the summertime, the mosquitoes find you. They're going to be biting on you all night long. And that's very uncomfortable to be bit up by a mosquito all night long. So I hate that feeling. But, you know, to each his own, you know. To each its own. I'm just saying for safety reasons. I tell you what, Rhonda, I hate the shelter, girl. I hate it, but, you know, I don't have a choice. I don't have any other choice but to be there. So I don't have anywhere else to go. So I have to stay where I'm at. And I gotta deal with what I gotta deal with. You know, if I gotta deal with these girls, I just put my headphones in my ears and mind my business, you know? So I'm done at the storage for today. I'm gonna take my stuff over to my new storage. I'm almost done. I probably need about another 3 days. In 3 days, everything should be cleared out of there. But a lot of stuff, y'all wanna see it? I'm gonna show it to y'all. Show it to you guys so y'all can see the mess, right? That I gotta clean up on my vacation days. So here we go, guys, look. Oh, that's me, I look a mess. Ooh. You don't want to see my face. I look a hot mess this morning. I was trying to turn this around. Oh my god. Sometimes I hate social media. I had to learn. Okay. That's the storage. I got most of my bins and everything out of here. This is the garbage and stuff that I have left to clean up. So I'll have all this. I know it looks bad, but I have bins back there. So whatever, some of this stuff that I'm going to keep, um, this will be cleaned out in like 3 or 4 days. So I have to get this stuff out by the 31st. And it will be because I have a new storage that I'm going to start making my prepping my soaps, and I'm going to probably rent a hotel for the day and make the soaps inside a hotel room. And that's my plans. Those are my plans. So I'm gonna lock this up and I'm gonna get on the road because, like I said, for I'm on vacation for until next week. So I got plenty of time to just move slowly because I don't have nothing else to do, right? When you're homeless, you don't have anywhere to live, but you also don't have much to do. So I'm gonna rent a hotel room and I'm gonna start making my soaps, but I have to make sure that everything is clean, and I can go to the hotel room and wash all that stuff out, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rent a hotel to start making my soaps again, so I have access to water and everything, and then we're gonna go from there. Because once I start my soap business and stuff, and I can start making my money again from that, people love my handmade soaps, so I gotta find my customers again, fix the website up, and boom, I'm back in business. So that'll be a string of income, and I'm also still looking for a second job. So yeah, I have plans, man, big plans, and thank God that I have a car. You know what I mean? I'm so grateful to be able to keep this car on the road, even though sometimes I don't want the damn responsibility of having, you know, car responsibilities. But everything gets better with time. Not gonna be in this long, man, because I'm not a hopeless person. So I'm not like, oh my God, my life is over. I'm not that type of person. I'm a grinder. So when you grind, child, you get you get a lot of place. You go far when you're a grinder, and I'm a grinder. So, and I'm not gonna ever give up. Like, I never give up. It doesn't matter how tired I am of this, and how much I talk about the. Still do what I gotta do. Let me see. So, trying to find my picture because I look a mess. I don't want to be on camera right now because I look a hot mess. Um, I look a hot mess, girl. I'm not trying to show my face today. I'm trying to find this. Okay, here we go. I don't always show my face because a lot of the times, child, I be looking a hot mess. I got dookie braids in my hair. And not that I really care, but you know, I don't have to show my face if I don't want to. But I'm going to take this to the storage, and I'm done for today with that. So you guys saw that, right? You saw all the mess that I have to clean up. But I have all that cleaned up in a couple days. I give myself about 4 days. Get it, things will turn around. I know they will. Thank you, Lady PR. How are you? You are making good progress. I have started doing my storage too. It's like all the things that I thought that I needed to hold on to. I'm not living that life anymore. Like, I'm not. I got rid of like some sunglasses because I've always been like a big sunglass woman. Like, I love sunglasses in the summertime. I wear sunglasses now, but now my eyes, I'm getting old, right? So now my eyesight's starting to go. So I don't wear sunglasses in the car like I used to when I was, my eyesight was a little bit better. So now I wear my reading glasses when I'm driving. I'm getting old, my eyesight is not what it used to be. So I had like 20 pair of, they were like cheap sunglasses, $10, $12 sunglasses, not anything high end or anything. But now I just want to get me a nice pair of, I have a few pair of like higher end sunglasses, and I only have like 3 pair of those. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'm going to get me some nice higher end sunglasses and just stay with that. I got rid of all these little cheap glasses, threw them into the Goodwill. I have like 3 pair of higher end sunglasses that I keep, in my storage. And I said I'm not buying the little cheap $12 sunglasses anymore. I have a few pair of higher end glasses that I'm just going to keep, and all the cheap ones, I just put them in the Goodwill. Bless someone else with those. I just had so much stuff that I'm like, yo, I forgot I even had this. So many things I just forgot I even had. So I'm purging. I'm purging. There's nothing wrong with purging your stuff because Child, half of the stuff we don't even need, we don't use, we don't even look at anymore, you know? But I found this one thing in my storage. It's when I went on my hiking retreat. I went on a hiking retreat and this lady she's a yogi. She's a yoga instructor. So when I was doing good a couple years back, I was working, but I went on this yoga retreat. I had my money was pretty decent. So I went on a yoga retreat a couple of years ago. We went to upstate Pennsylvania and she gave us these little affirmations inside a jar. And on top of the jar, like the front of the jar, it says hope. And I kept this jar. So now I'm in the most terrible seasons in my life, just being homeless. So I'm going to open up this jar of hope and see what this affirmation that I'm going to pull out is going to be. We're going to see what the affirmation is going to say. And it says, dun, 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 it says, it's not the situation, it's your reaction to the situation. Okay, I like that. You're right. It's not the situation, it's your reaction to the situation. You're right. Because how I got into this situation of being homeless was my reaction to the situation that I was going through. And it wasn't a good reaction to my situation. So I do like that. That's the affirmation that was inside this jar. So it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. And I have this jar. For some reason, I still held on to this jar. And it's a jar of affirmations that says on the front of it, it says hope. And I remember this. And I'm going back to taking these affirmations out every day. I'm going to take the affirmations out and I'm going to read it. And I'm going to apply those to my life in whatever situation I'm in right now. It's my reaction to the situation. Like I was saying with the girls in the hotel, in the shelter, the stuff that they're doing, I just have to stay away from people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stay in my bed. To try to get me a shower at the gym. That way I don't even have to worry about showering in there and having to move past people and walk past people. I don't have to do that anymore. Because I'm going to just stay out the freaking way. I'm going to stay out of the way. That way there's not going to be any confrontation of any sort. They don't bother me anyway. Because I don't really speak to anybody. It's a few people that I might say, hey, how you doing or whatever, but I don't really talk to anybody. So, but there's a lot of women in there that are like people pleasers. They want people to like them. They want people to accept them. And I know who they are, and that annoys me so bad. I'm like, sis, just do your own thing. Stop trying to be a part of a clique. Because at the end of the day, we're all homeless. But at the end of the day, when it's time for somebody to find housing, get housing, leave here, you think they're thinking about you? No. People are just chopping it up with you for the moment. That is it. So, but some of them girls in there be thinking that, oh, I'm going to have a friend. No, sis. Nobody in there is your friend. Let's get that out the way. But, I don't know. This affirmation I like this one. It's not the situation, it's your reaction to the situation. And that's so true. It was definitely my reaction to the situation that I was in that got me where I'm at now. I made a lot of mistakes, man. And sometimes you make a mistake. You can make a choice like, okay, I'm gonna go and steal something out of Walmart. You make that choice. I want to go steal something out of Walmart. Like I need some deodorant or I need some soap or whatever. I can't afford to buy any, or I can afford to buy any. I can afford to buy it, but I just want to steal it. So you get caught. So now you could get arrested. You could you could lose your job. Because now when you get arrested, sometimes it can affect your job, like whatever job you're doing. So, our reaction to the situations that we find ourselves in. So we have to we got to change our mindsets. We have to change, especially as we get older. You don't want to be older getting yourself in trouble with the police and having all these bad episodes happen because of what your reaction was to what you were upset about. So, and that makes a lot of sense. It really does make a lot of sense. And I'm grateful for that. I'm glad I found this because this right here, these affirmations, I could just take them out and read them and apply them to my life now. But I still have it. Like I never got rid of this. I stored this in one of my bins and I'm glad that I found it because I can make my own affirmations, ball them up, put them in this jar because it's hope. It's hope for the future of my life. And I know the future of my life is going to be bright because I'm actually getting out here every day doing the work, And some days I just want to break down and cry and just say, oh my God, I can't believe I'm in this situation. And some days I do shed some tears. But guess what I do the next day? I get right back up and I keep riding. I keep going. I'm not going to let this situation eat me alive, because I have responsibilities. I have things that I need to do. So I'm not going to let the situation. I'm not going to let the situation of me being homeless take me out. It's going to make me get better. And a lot of days I'm very tired of living like this. Yes, I am very tired of living like this. But there's nothing I can do about it right now. But try to increase my income, make my soap, get a hotel room, pay for that, make soaps, take that whole day to make soaps inside that hotel room and go from there. Because that's what I have to do. Make the soaps, and then I can make the soaps and then store the soaps inside the storage container. And that's it. That's how it's going to be done. That's my plan of getting out of this crappy situation. Like, I'm like this with my soap. Even if I got to walk down the street and offer people soap bars, I'm going to do it, because I see success in my life with my soaps, because before I lost my apartment, I already made like $10,000 off selling soap. So I can do it again. But now it's different circumstances because I don't have my own place. I'm like, so everything's going to work out. We just got to keep rolling, man. No matter how bad the pain is, no matter how bad we feel, every day, some days I get up feeling like crap. Like, I hate dealing with this crap. I hate my life. I don't hate my life, but I just hate the situation that I'm in. But the affirmations, I like that affirmation that I just read. It was very intriguing, very like energizing for my life, because I'm like, dang, okay, these affirmations make me feel like I can really do this. I pray and everything too. So, but the more support and affirmations or anything that you have that's positive, that you can apply to your life for that day, it makes it better. I'm still trying to be a minimalist. Clutter piques my anxiety. I don't even want to go back to the storage and clean up that crap. But I have bins that I can put the stuff that I'm going to keep in. So in about 4 days, I'll have that stuff straightened out. Every day I just go there because I have a vacation for like 9 days. So I don't have to go to work until like I go back to work next Thursday. So I have plenty of time to go back, and half of that crap is going to get tossed out. So I'm not keeping half of that stuff. I just couldn't put everything in my car, but things will turn around. They sure will. You're making a good progress. I've started my storage too. Yeah, but the positive affirmations make me feel good. Like, I can do this, girl. You got this, girl. But some mornings I wake up and I'm like, I hate this. I'm tired of getting up every day at 5:30 in the morning, having to get all my stuff in the bag and go to my car, and having to make sure I have all my belongings off of my bed, because if I leave something behind, when I go back, it's not going to be there. Somebody's going to steal it. So one of those girls will steal something. If they want it, they're going to take it. So um, trying to make sure I have everything. So now I just tally myself down to the only thing I'm bringing upstairs when I go back to that shelter, because the only thing I do there is sleep at night. So I said the only thing that I'm going to keep up there when I go to the shelter every night at 8:30, I'm going to take my towel, my washcloth to wash with, my soap, my toothpaste, my toothbrush, my toiletries, and my towel, the clothes that I have on my back, my jacket, and my whatever I'm going to wear the next morning, which most likely is going to be like a gym clothes. I'm going to take my gym clothes with me. Take my gym clothes, like when I go back to work, I usually try to put my gym clothes on in the morning, and then I just put my gym clothes. But now, since my bed has moved, my bed changed, I have to downsize more, because before, when I had the other bed, I had 2 duffel bags that I would travel up and down the steps with. So now I just have to have one, because my bag stays inside my bed with me every night, so that nobody's opening my bag and stealing from me in the middle of the night. So, because now I'm on the bunk bed, I don't have access to the floor like that, so I can't really guard my stuff. So, yeah, that's how you have to live in a shelter. You have to live like you're in a prison, basically. You have to live like you're in jail, and you can't trust anybody, because the people that you think is cool with you, they're trying to steal your stuff. And I don't bring anything in that shelter that I don't mind losing. Like, I don't bring anything of any kind of I don't bring nothing in there that's of any kind of uh that costs money. Like, I'm not bringing my nice sneakers in there. I just wear my Crocs. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to know I'm broke. But I have some nice things. Like, I have some nice clothes. I have some nice sneakers and stuff like that. But I'm not bringing it in there because I'm not focused on the nice things that I have. I just go to the gym. I work. I drive most of the day. And that's it. That's my life, man. My life is quite boring. And my life was pretty boring before I was homeless. Like, I didn't do anything but work and go home. Like, one of my girlfriends was like, girl, you got to start hanging out with us again. I'm like, girl, I don't have time. Like, I'm always tired. When you work 2 or 3 jobs, man, your life just changes because you don't have time to do anything else but sleep. Sleep and wake up and repeat. That's all you have time for. That's all. Just time to sleep and wake up and repeat the whole cycle over again. So, but I believe and I know my soap, when I start making my soap again, baby, everything's going to come together, honey. Everything's going to work in my favor. So, I got to get this hotel room and figure out. I have to see what I have in my storage and my stock and see anything that I need to buy for my soap. I think I pretty much have everything. So I have to make sure my scales are working, that I can start weighing out my stuff, and you know, it's gonna be okay. When I make the soaps, y'all gonna see them. Y'all gonna see them. Y'all gonna see them. But I have to make a lot because a lot of people are like, I want some soap, you know. So a lot of people say they want some of my soap. So I want to make a big stock. I want to do at least like 10 loaves. 10 loads of soap. And not only that, like I use my soap as well. Like I use it myself. So I got to make enough for me to be able to continue to utilize and go from there. My life is crazy right now, but things get better, baby. Things get better. But I still didn't realize that I had so much stuff in my storage. I'm like, damn it, I really do have a lot of junk. But once I get all that stuff in a bin and have it in a certain area, and I have to label everything, like I have to get some paper to label my bins. When I label everything, I know what's in that bin. I know what to go to, and that just cuts out a lot of me having to move bins around, open up the bins, see what's in here. So that helps me out a lot with that. My hair is so bad. I need to go to the gym and wash my hair. So I'm going to go to the gym after that. And yeah, I had the storages now for about almost 2 years. And I've been paying on that storage for 2 years. And them storages be almost $200 a month. And it's too much money, child. It's too much. It's too expensive. So I had cut it down to like $150 something a month, which I don't even want that. But like I said, once I find me a place, that storage is a thing in the past. I don't even need that storage anymore. Once I find me a place, I'm going to apartment or a house. I'm moving all my stuff out of storage because I don't need it anymore. Why keep a storage when you don't need it? Nobody wants to pay a bill that they really don't need to have. So nobody wants to pay bills, period, right? If we didn't have bills, wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing? So that guy that I blocked today, I blocked him only because he was trying to tell me to say a prayer that he put in the chat. Like, no, I don't have to say that prayer. You put it in the chat, that was enough. Stop trying to force me to do stuff on my channel that I don't even have to do. I come here and I talk about my homeless situation. If somebody send me a prayer or a Bible scripture, that's nice, that's fine and everything. But I don't have to read it if I don't want to. So if you want to read prayers and stuff, you can go make your own little YouTube channel and read the prayers over there. And I don't have no problem with prayer because I believe in the power of prayer. But you can't sit here and force me to read the whole prayer if I don't want to. So I blocked him, but he'll probably be back tomorrow. $200 a month is expensive. It was $150. It was almost $200 a month, yeah. Yes, it is expensive for me to have a whole bunch of stuff in there that's not really, that I'm not utilizing. I'm going to start getting rid of the crap. So I found another storage that's cheaper. So I'm going to use that until I'm able to, find me a place. So I was like, I can't afford to keep spending $200 a month on stuff that I don't even use right now in my life. I don't need that. So I'm steadily, slowly breaking things down. I did throw away a lot of stuff. I got rid of things. I got rid of things that I wanted to hold on to. Like I had a fan. I had this fan that, everybody in their house we all have a fan, right? Especially in the summertime, we have fans. Because I sleep with a fan running. Especially in the summertime, I sleep with the fan running. I'd rather sleep with a fan running than have the air conditioner running all night when I had my apartment. So I had this fan, and the fan cost me like $80. I got rid of that. Like, I'm getting rid of stuff that might cost a little bit of money, but I know that these are things that I can get back, you know? I can have access to these things again. It's not over if I throw this away. Somebody else can utilize it, you know what I mean? So I was like, I don't want to get rid of my fan because the fan was kind of, it was expensive. It was a pricey fan, but I don't have the space for it, you know what I mean? I have shoes back there right now. I'm like, I'm not wearing this crap anymore. Get rid of it. Let somebody else have it. Some shoes that I have that are expensive, throw them on Craigslist or something. Like, not even Craigslist, but throw them on a website where you can make some money from it. I'm getting rid of stuff, man. I don't want to have access to this crap anymore. I'm in a different space in my life now. Sometimes when things happen to you in your life, like I'm homeless. I live in a homeless shelter, so some people say, oh, you're not homeless, but I'm just getting rid of crap, man. I'm not that person anymore. I had like 20 sunglasses, 20 shades, 20 pieces of sunglasses that some of them I didn't even wear. I got rid of them, threw them away. Not threw them away, but I put them into the thrift shop. Let the thrift people have them. Let somebody utilize them that wants them. Let a young person that wants to wear sunglasses have them. I'm getting, like, my age is also changing me. Like, I'm getting older, so now I'm like, I don't need to have access to this. I don't need this. Certain things I can replace. Like, I had a onion chopper, some of my kitchen stuff. Like, I don't need this because I don't have a kitchen. I don't cook. I don't have access, so I don't need this. But I can replace it because it only cost me about, what, $20? I can replace that. I got rid of my crock pot. I'm not utilizing my crock pot right now. It's not really doing nothing but taking up space in my storage. I can go buy a crock pot when it's time for me to get my place again. I can go buy me another crock pot, $20, $30. I can get that back. But I got rid of the old one because I know I can get me another one. So that's how I'm thinking. It was a sunglass collection, but it was like, they were cheap glasses. They were like $12, $13 shades. They weren't anything of any kind of pricey. I do have some pricey shades. Of course, those, I'm not getting rid of those. But I think I had like 3 pair of high-end sunglasses. Like, not high-end, but, expensive sunglasses that cost me like at least $100 or whatever. So I'm keeping those. But some of those cheaper sunglasses, like $12 or $13 sunglasses, I just let them go because I had like 20 of them. So I was like, man, don't throw those away because those are taking up space. Like, I don't need to keep certain things anymore. I don't need to keep them. And it's almost daylight savings, so it's going to be getting dark earlier now, so that sucks. Oh, God. It's going to suck. It's going to really suck. But I think now with daylight savings, it's going to start getting light out earlier in the morning. So in the morning, it's going to be like, because now the sun starts to rise at like 6:30, 7:30. It starts to sunrise. So now I think with daylight savings, it's going to get lighter earlier, or is it going to get lighter later? I don't even know. I don't even know. They constantly keep raising the rent. Yeah, but the thing is, when it comes to being homeless, you got to pay it, right? You got to pay for it. That's why I kind of want to. My credit is already at a good standing, so I've been looking into like mortgages and stuff like that. But I know this ain't the great time. Like me getting a condo, like just getting a condo or something would do me good. So I'm looking into all those aspects of even having a condo. Like I can get me a condo, get my credit good, and my mortgage for the condo hopefully won't be too high. So I guess your mortgage depends on what your credit is, and if I can get my credit at good standing or excellent credit by 2026, I can get a better interest rate for a mortgage. A mortgage will be my best bet. But I'm looking into all aspects. I don't mind renting. Because at least when you rent, when it's time for you to move, you don't have to worry about like selling something and waiting for that to sell and then moving on. So I have a lot of things on the table for me. A lot of things that I'm doing. A lot of things I just don't talk about. But I have everything on the table, thinking of every aspect that's going to be easy for me to do. So I don't say everything. Sometimes y'all just going to see me pop out and you're like, Dad, she got a place already? Sometimes I might not say nothing, but I'm definitely out here moving. But I don't know if I want to rent again or try to buy something. If I buy something, it's going to be something like it could even be a trailer. I don't even care if I live in a trailer in a decent neighborhood. Like I don't mind living in a trailer. They have some nice trailers available, but people always like downplay trailers. Oh, you live in a trailer? You know, like they say, when you live in the hood, they try to shame you for that. Like, I don't care. When you need housing, it don't matter where you live. As long as you have a roof over your head and you're warm at night, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. I need to have an address again, because this shelter life is not a joke. This homeless stuff ain't no, it's not a joke. You have access to everybody else, and everybody has access to you, and you don't have your own space. You know, we got to take 7-minute showers, and you know, you got to follow rules in the shelter. And I don't mind following rules because I'm not breaking the rules anyway. When you don't break the rules, it's not easy to follow the rules. So when you're not breaking rules, it's okay to follow rules because you're not breaking the rules. I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to do. So, and the staff members, I don't sit around and kick it with them. Like, some people try to be cool with them and try to be on their good side. I'm like, listen, as long as I'm doing what I have to do, I don't care what those staff members feel about me. I don't care if they hate me, like me, love me. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm sorry, it's probably buffering now. Yes, your mortgage can be cheaper than renting. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna be looking into the mortgage diaspora, because I got a lot of emails from a lot of mortgage companies, but I don't know much about mortgage stuff and housing and stuff. But I think I want to get me like a condo for starters. You know, a condo for me would be probably decent than me buying like a standalone house. So I'm looking into probably a condo, get a 2-3 bedroom condo. That would be easier for me since I do have an eviction on my belt. Um, Renting would be probably a little bit harder for me. I mean, there is a chance that someone would rent to me. It'll probably be better for me to get a private landlord. Like, I'm up to renting and getting a mortgage at some point, but you know, I'm just weighing all my options. So, but I tell you what, like I said before, man, when I get my place again, I'm never going to lose it. I'm never losing again. I'm never going to find myself out here losing again, because I'm not going to screw this up no more, man, because I really made a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes I made, and a lot of things that I regret, but you know, the damage is already done. I can't take it back. I wouldn't have to do all this if I had my apartment or whatever, but all due to my actions. All due to my actions, and I'll tell you what, I won't be making those actions ever again. Because there's things going on in my life that I don't tell y'all about. I don't tell y'all everything that's going on in my life. And that's okay. I don't feel like I need to tell everything, but there's a lot of things that happen in my life that I don't even speak about, that I'm dealing with and going through. And actually, I'm in a good place with the things that I am going through. So I'm in a good space because every day I'm working at it. I'm working at trying to get out of the situations that I'm in. So I'm in a very good place. Just know that. I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place. I'm in a good space. I really am. I really am. I'm thankful every day that I have the drive and the willpower to keep moving on and not give up. And it's all by the power of prayer. Me knowing that God got my back, man. No matter what it looked like, God got me, okay? And I'm not even like a religious person, but I do go to church. But I'm not a religious person. Can a person that's not religious attend church every Sunday? Are you considered a religious person if you go to church? Like, I'm not a religious person. I used to be religious, but I'm not anymore. Because even church people can hurt you. You know what I mean? If you can get rid of that storage, that's an extra $50 a week. I know. I wish I could get rid of it, but I wish I had family, somebody that could help me with a garage space or something. I could pay them like $50 a month. But, you know, I can't. Certain things I just can't get rid of. But the thing I'm looking at is, for me to get rid of it, I'm going to just have my own apartment. Like, I'm going to have a place to put my stuff. That way I could just get rid of it altogether. So that's how I'm looking at it. I can't keep worrying about what family's not doing for me. And, oh, woody, woody, woody. My family, my sister, my whoever. I got to get off that. You know, I got to stop thinking that way and stop worrying about what they're not doing and just worry about doing for myself, you know? Like, I'm proud of myself for getting up early this morning on my vacation day to go to that storage early, clean it out a little bit more, because I go to the storage every day. So I go there every day to do something. Because every day that I go there and nip away at some stuff, throw away some things or nip away, it makes it easier for my life. Every day it gets a little bit easier. And I might even go back and do a second run. I don't know, but we'll see, right? We shall see. But God is the author and the finisher of my faith, man. And I'm not even a religious person like that, but I know I believe in the power of prayer and I believe in Jesus Christ. So I know that God got my back, right? He got my back through this war that I'm in because I'm definitely just out here fighting for my life. Hi from New Zealand. Hello from New Zealand. How are you? Hope all has been well for you. Yeah, I'm actually on vacation from work, so I'm like moving my storage stuff around. I'm just pretty much still working, honey. I'm still working. Working, working, working. It's been rough. It's been rough. It's been tough, but I'm getting to it. You know what I mean? I'm getting to doing what I need to do every single day because every day in my life something needs to get done and taken care of. So yeah, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right because I'm doing the work, man. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Every day gets better. You know, every day gets better. I really want to wash my hair because I feel like my scalp is so itchy right now. My scalp is super itchy. I need to go to the gym. I don't even feel like going to the gym, but I need to go back. I kind of been running from the gym for the last like 2 days. I did do a hike the other day, so that was my gym. And maybe I'll do another hike today, but I'm like, where can I hike at? I'm trying to think where I could go. I could go over there to this other hiking place that's really nice. It's like a nature place. It's a nature preserve, and they got a nice hiking thing. So we'll see. I didn't get any coffee this morning. I just didn't feel like stopping at Wawa, but maybe on my way back from this storage, just moving storage stuff around, I'd be so tired. My body just be so worn out by like, and I'm doing all this stuff on my own. Like I have no help, no support, nobody, no help. I'm from New Zealand. How's everything in New Zealand? Yeah, I'm just on my vacation days. I don't go back to work until next Thursday, so I have a lot of time to clean out this storage and do stuff. I told myself I was going to go to the storage every single day and we're going to move things, you know. I have to get some labels to label what's in my storage. I'm not getting labels. I'm just going to get some paper. Get some paper to label these storage things so I know what's what. I know what's my business stuff for my soap so I can just get right to it. Like I got to start making deodorants again too. I'm going to rent a hotel room for a day and just make all my soaps. Because all I need to do is make the soaps. That's all I need the hotel room for. I need to have access to electricity, make the soaps, and after that, I can make some lotion. I can make some deodorants. I make the lotion for myself. I also make lotion for people too if they want to buy it. But I'm just focusing right now on making my soaps. The focus is making these soaps, baby. But I've been okay. I'm just tired right now because I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had a second hand. It's always good to have two people to help you with stuff than have one, you know. But it's just me, you know. It's just me going along through life on my own, and it's hard when you're by yourself. And I'm not the type of woman to say I don't need somebody, but I'm not really out here looking for. I don't need any negative anything in my life to bring me down. You know what I mean? If I want somebody in my life, he's going to be a good partner for me. You know, but with relationships and everything, it's hard to find someone. And I'm not looking on top of that. Like I'm not looking for someone. So that's another thing. I'm not actively looking for a partner, especially with my life being so chaotic. You know, somebody was like, "You need to find a man to get me out of this situation." Like that'd be great, but you know, I don't want to just get into a relationship with a man just because I'm homeless. I don't want to do that, but I'm not closed to this position either. But I don't know. People come in here every day and say, "You need a man. You need a man." Yeah, I do need a man. I sure do. I sure freaking do. But it's going to be organically. It's going to come organic. You know, it's going to be an organic situation. It's going to be organic. It's not going to be a situation where I need someone. Let me just get out of my situation. Go find me somebody to use. Like, no, I don't want it to be like that. I don't want it to be like that. This chair, it must be the other one. It's that one. Yeah, that one is not. Oh, my car. But yeah, it's definitely getting chilly at night. It's definitely getting chilly. So I don't know if you guys know, if you guys can hear me. If it starts buffering, can y'all just let me know it's buffering? There's nothing I can really do about it. I'm sorry. Because I'm driving, so I can't really do anything about the buffering. But if it starts buffering, just let me know in the comments. Like, say buffering or something, just to give me a, heads up. But if it buffers, it's not going to buffer for too long, so. But after that, I think I am definitely going to go to the gym. I'm going to get some coffee, and then I'm going to go to the gym. And then I'm going to get in the shower, wash my hair. Take a shower, wash my hair. Because, my hair is so dirty. I can't really wash my hair at the shelter because I can't wash my hair at the shelter because it takes a while to get my hair washed. Like, it will take me at least a half an hour to wash my hair. Black folks, it takes us more time to wash our hair. So, and then I have to comb it, and I really need it washed. So today I'm going to go to the gym, take a shower. I might try to make it back to the shelter in time for dinner because dinner is at 4 o'clock. So now a lot of people are sticking to the shelter because it's getting cold out. Nobody's really straying too far away from, the shelter because it's cold. It's getting cold out here. Nobody's going to be too far away from home when it's freezing out here. It's not freezing yet, but it's definitely chill. The chill is in the air. So yeah, I've been avoiding the shelter. I've been avoiding the gym, but it's time for me to go back because I've been out for 2 days, but I was stretching yesterday. I did go into my storage container. I was stretching my body. So I was stretching in there for a long time because when the sun comes out, the sun just cools everything off and it gets warm out. So it was warm. It was chilly, but it was warm. If you had like a sweater or something on, you would be okay with, the chill, So, so much going on. So many different emotions. But I'm doing good. I pat myself on the back. I pat myself on the back, and I'm doing really good with my life. So, regardless of regardless of what's going on around me or what's going on in the world, we have to know that we're doing a good job. Especially when you wake up every day and you're actively doing something to make your situation better. We are ahead of the game. I tell you, we are ahead of the game. If you guys haven't already, can you guys give me a thumbs up if you don't mind? I thank you. They constantly raise the rent. Yeah, I know. But as far as the rent situation, there's clearly nothing that we can do about that. Like, we can complain all day, but we can't do anything about it. We just have to do something like, okay, well, let's go try to get a mortgage and, get our own apartment building where we can rent to others. We can rent something out to somebody else. Like, we can go get our own properties, live in the property for a year. Like, I look into all these type of things. Like, we can become landlords ourselves to make more income for ourselves. We can do that. And that's something else that I wanted to look into. Like, getting my business credit together and going out here and getting me a property, like buying me a property. I can do that too. Live in a property for a year, then rent it to someone else. Go buy me a house somewhere. You know what I'm saying? These are things that we can do. So we can complain about the rent prices all we want, but they're never going to go down. When the price is high, it never goes backwards. It never goes backwards. It's going to always continue to rise, because that's how people make money in the economy, for things to rise. Yes, I complain too, but oh my God, the hotel rent in that hotel was $350 a week. Yes, that's expensive. But what are we doing to we have to do something to increase our income, which I know that sounds so cliche and so like crazy, but we got to do something. We can't just sit around and complain. Whatever it is that you're good at, try to make a business out of it. If you know how to cook, try to sell some platters to people. Like, I'm getting out of this situation by what all means necessary. I am not going to sit around and feel sorry for myself. I'm not going to sit around and cry for my situation. I'm going to come out here and actively do something to change the game in my life, man. I can't sit around and cry about it. I got to actively work on better, work on change, you know? Things get better with time. I'm not going to sit around and cry and whine about my life being this or my life being that. I know my life is crazy right now, but what am I doing to change the situation, to change the game of my life? Yeah, things are super duper hard, but I'd rather just go through the hardships and look for better than sit around and complain about everything being hard. I know rent is high, but hey, I need shelter. When you need something, you're going to pay for it. When somebody needs something, they're going to pay for it. And it sucks. Yes, it sucks, and it sucks more so the older we get. It sucks even more because it's just crazy. Gas, everything, but especially being a single woman like myself, everything is on me. Everything is on my back, and that's hard enough. But I gotta keep going every day. The only time I get rest is when I'm sleeping. It's the only time I can rest my spirit is when I'm asleep, and I'm up at it again. But one day I know I'm not gonna be in this situation. One day I'm gonna be out of this shelter. But it all depends on how hard I'm working to get out. Like, nobody's gonna give me nothing. No family member is gonna give me a hand me down and say, "Hey, I think you deserve to come and live with us." Like, nobody's saying that to me. I do have days where I just stop and I cry and I'm ashamed and I'm just feeling the lowest of the low. But thank God I'm not on drugs. You know, thanking God I'm not on drugs. Thanking God I'm not using. But right now I even have a headache for just moving that little bit of stuff that I moved around. I have a headache right now, but and now I'm like, oh, I gotta go to the gym. Oh, I gotta do this. I don't always have to go to the gym and actively like do cardio. I could just do my yoga, like do my yoga stretches. That works out too. But I just can't wait to get my life that I had back. Because it's been almost 2 years. This January will be 2 years that I've been having a, attempt to live with a family member that didn't want me there, and attempt to live with a so-called friend that wasn't really my friend. I've been through the ringer, but I'm going to get out of that ringer too. I'm not going to lay down and let the ringer just take over my life. I'm doing good for myself. I got to pat myself on the back. I can't expect for anybody to pat me on the back, man. It's a cold, cold world out here. And I've learned and found out that don't nobody give a damn about you. So you got to give a damn about yourself, man. You got to give a damn about yourself. And my family has taught me that since I've been homeless. Like, my homeless journey has taught me a lot about how not even your family be giving a damn. And that's hurtful to me, but not even your family be caring. So, but that just gives me all the drive and the willpower to keep pressing forward. And a lot of the times I am like mentally tired, mentally drained, and just tired of everything. But guess what? I can be tired all I want, but I gotta still keep moving on. I'm thankful to have a car, because some of them girls in there don't even have a car. Some people got to catch a bus or catch a public transportation to get around, but I have access to getting around, thank God, you know. So I'm at my second storage. Yes, it took me an hour to get here. It took me an hour to get here, which sucks, but this is my new. How they got that? This thing is about to crack. And I tell y'all what, this is going to be the last story that I'm ever going to get to. Because I'm telling y'all, I'm not going to be homeless again. This is not going to happen again in my life. I'm not going to let it happen. I'm not going to lose my emotions again and do something stupid to lose my stuff that I've lost. I'm not doing this again, y'all. I guarantee you I'm not. I promise you, this will not be me again. So this is my second storage location. This is a nice storage facility, and this is I was here before. I had this before during my homelessness. So I was paying for 2 storages at one time, and I just threw away a lot of stuff, and now I have this, and I'm still throwing away things. It's a little chilly out here, y'all. And another reason how I know I have to get out of I got to get out of this shelter as soon as I can, because um, germs, germs. The girl on the bed below me was sick. I don't know what was wrong with her, but she was acting all like she was dying. I don't know what was wrong with her. But listen, lady, I don't know what to tell you. She was an Asian lady, and yeah, it's a nice storage facility. The only thing I didn't like is the lady in the office. And this was the storage that I came to where there was this young boy. He looked like he was a mixed boy, right? He looked like he was mixed. He was really like high yellow, so he probably was a mixed kid. Girl, he was at the storage facility talking to his friends on the phone, talk about N-word this, N-word that. And I said, well, damn, I'm not offended. But damn, if somebody would have came in here and they could have been offended, he probably would have lost his job. He was like talking to his boy on the phone, talking about N-word this, N-word that. And I'm just like, what the hell? I'm trying to think. Uh, they have they got cameras everywhere. Cameras everywhere, baby. Not that I'm doing anything I ain't supposed to do, but these sorts of facilities be having them cameras working, baby. They be having them cameras because they know people are homeless, and they know some people be trying to stay in these storage facilities too. But I'm like, listen, I stay at a shelter. I don't have to stay here, but they be watching everything. They watch everything because some people do get caught. Yeah, if you gonna be you homeless, you gonna stay anywhere you can stay to get warm. But a storage container, I never ever thought about staying in a storage container, like sneaking to stay. But they say some storage containers in like Atlanta, some of them storage containers people don't really be caring. But storage places like this, they ain't playing that. They be around here every day looking and watching. Oh, it looks like yours. Yeah, this is one of the, I guess this is a U-Haul storage. It's under the U-Haul brand. So, it's 1:45. I'm almost been live for what, 3 hours? It's been 2. If I can get to 3 hours live stream, I'll be fine. So I'm going to get all this stuff out of here. I'm going to place y'all on my thing, but I'm not going to let y'all see my face, because child, I'm looking ratchet, honey. I'm looking like a real homeless person today, child. My hair need to be washed. Oh God, I'm just a mess. I didn't have no coffee or nothing this morning, so I'm a little on the hungry side, but I'm trying to stop eating this garbage food that's out here in the world. I'm trying to, hopefully I could make it back to the shelter, because they have dinner at 4 o'clock, and if you miss dinner, they're not going to set anything aside for you. They're not doing any of that. If you miss dinner, you're just going to be one hungry person. So I'm trying to think, where's my jacket? I guess I don't want to put on my jacket. I put on a sweater. This lifestyle is a hard lifestyle to live, man. But if you have a car, it makes things a little bit easier. But when you homeless and you really trying to get it out of the mud, you really trying to change your life and get it together, it is so hard. Especially when you don't have a support system, it's even harder. And I talk about all of that. I'm not embarrassed. I just speak about my experience, because if somebody's going to be going through this lifestyle, it's definitely not for the weak. You are not going to wake up every day feeling great, because I have the stress of the the shelter, and then I have my stress, the things that I deal with at work. So I have a lot of stress going on, like most people do. I'm not the only one, but when I speak about my situation, this is me. This is my situation. So I'm not speaking for like the rest of the world, but this lifestyle of not having a place to call your own is hard as hell. It's hard. So it's not an easy thing to do. It's not easy to navigate life. You have to do a lot of, like, not kissing ass, but you gotta not suck up to a lot of people. And I don't suck up to the people even at the shelter, but I just try to stay neutral with everyone, and just kind of when I interact with the staff members, I try not to give them any kind of attitudes or anything. I'm not saying that they're going to kick me out, but I just try to stay neutral with them and just stay out the way is what I'm trying to say. I just try to stay out of the way, and that's it. Carry this stuff too far. Move my car back a little bit so I don't have to carry it too far. But yeah, this lifestyle is not for the freaking weak. It is not for the weak, honey. You're gonna go through, you know, you're gonna go through a lot of stuff in this lifestyle. Especially being in the shelter. Because when you're in shelter, you're basically around a lot of drug addicts, around a lot of prostitutes, a lot of pimps, drug dealers. I'm sorry, y'all. I really don't like to blow my nose when y'all can hear it because I think it's disgusting. But, I'm just trying to get by, y'all. That's all. I'm sorry. I don't really like to do that, but trying to get as close to the thing as I can to get this stuff. Too much pulling and tugging. Trying to keep this phone on charge. Not too much pulling and tugging. But I thank y'all for everybody that come by and watching this morning. I'm just moving my stuff from one shelter to one storage container to another because they should be in my pocket. They should be in my pocket unless I put them down there. Okay, so that's my new storage right there. I think it's the same size as my other one. My other one is just more so like a walk-in type situation. So that's what it looks like. I'm throwing stuff away, so this is not really a lot of stuff. So, I'm trying to get my tripod stand up so I can talk to you guys. And it's cold. Like even in this storage container, I couldn't stay here for the night because it would be too cold for me. Like I could survive, but I wouldn't want to live in here because it's too chilly for me. Too chilly. It's too chilly for my liking. So some people can live in cold cold, but me, I can't. I choose not to. I can't take it. I can't take the cold, baby. I'm sorry, I can't do it. So I'm just gonna read the comments. I don't want y'all looking at me because I look a mess. I'm looking at my worst. I don't even know if I can bring myself this up. Let's move along. And tomorrow, I'm going to move some more stuff in here, but I'm going to organize this a little bit better than what it is right now. Yeah. It looks like your storage container, huh, Rhonda? What are you doing today, Rhonda? What's on your schedule to do? What's on your to-do list? What's on your to-do list, Rhonda? Where are you guys watching me from? If you guys haven't said already, which state or country you're watching me from? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I'm proud of myself. I really am. I really am proud of myself. Proud of myself for enduring. Proud of myself for enduring. Proud of myself for never giving up. You know? Proud of myself for being steadfast. Proud of myself for never giving up. Never giving up, never stopping, continue to keep going. I am still moving out of my larger storage room to a smaller one. West Virginia. Hello, Mr. Hanson. How are you? M. Hanson. I don't know if you're a male or a female, but I'm sorry if I got you wrong. But good morning to everybody. I'm just moving into another storage container. This one's a little bit cheaper, so yeah, I'm moving everything. So yeah, I'm just moving from one storage to another. And this one, I'm really setting this one up for my business, so I can start like organizing my business stuff and just trying to be more organized so I know where everything is. I just have things in bins just thrown all over the place. So I'm going to come here throughout my vacation time and label things, what this is, what that is, so I know where everything is, and it's easy for me to navigate to get to things. That's my purpose. I feel good already about the outcome. The outcome of my situation, the situations that I'm in. I feel good, man. I'm hopeful. Very good. I'm finding stuff that I'm just throwing away. There's just some things that I'm just no longer keeping anymore, because some things I can replace, like some things I'm able to, like these are my bins right here. These are my bins. Some of it's stuff I probably still need to purge, but some of this stuff is like my personal belongings, and most of this stuff is like my business stuff, like my soap making stuff. So just getting rid of stuff. If it's stuff that I had in my kitchen that I don't utilize, that I don't need anymore, and I can't use it for my business, I'm not keeping it. I'm not keeping junk anymore. I can't hold on to it any longer. Can't hold on to it. Gotta let it go. Let go of things that no longer serve us. If it doesn't serve me any, never mind. Well, I don't have the space for it, I'm getting rid of you. Because we no longer need you in our lives. I don't need nothing holding me back, holding me down. Being hostage. When you have stuff that you don't use and stuff like that, especially in my situation being homeless, you gotta get rid of stuff, because you're gonna have a huge weight that's gonna be lifted off of your spirit. And that's what I need. I don't need to be held down no more. Yeah, 80 pair of shoes. Oh my god, I only have like right now, as far as sandals or boots or anything, I don't have a lot of stuff, because I don't go out. Like, even when I had my apartment, I didn't go out, I didn't go on dates, I didn't do anything, I didn't hang out with the girls. Like, I was just straight working, so I didn't have a social life to even dress up to go out. Like, I had nothing. I was always just busting my behind, working a job. I had no life. I wasn't dating. I wasn't out here in the dating world. Men don't even want to take women on dates anymore, so they want you to pay half of the dating bill. Like, it's just so much going on. But, I didn't have much of a life. My life was pretty boring before. And I don't want it to be like that when I get my place this time. I want to have a social life. I want to go out, hang out with the girls. I want to make an effort in hanging out with my friends and, some of my girlfriends and everything. One of my girlfriends live in another state. I can't hang out with her like that, but I want to have a social life again. I'm getting older. Like, I have things that I want to do, but I'm not going to subject myself to just not having a life. I want to have a life, man, because we don't never know when it's going to be over. We never know when it's going to be our last days on this earth. I'm looking at one of these bags right here. This is another bag going to the Goodwill. Going to the Goodwill. Somebody can use it. I'm going to have the money and the finances to furnish my place, because I'm definitely going to get me a bed, a nice mattress. I'm going to finance me a nice mattress. That's what I'm going to do. Some things that I'm going to get that I need to. I want to be comfortable this time around. You know what I mean? When I get my new place, I want to be so comfortable in it. I really do. This fall apart. Throw this away. Throwing that away. But yeah, I found some more stuff that I'm throwing away in the Goodwill. I'm finding more things that I'm getting rid of, darling. I have to part with it. You can't keep it all, you know? Can't keep it all, baby. And heck, I don't want to keep it all. I don't want to keep a whole bunch of junk attached to my life. No, ma'am. And I feel good coming here every day doing this. Like, it feels so nice to just purge, you know? Purge away. Purge, purge, purge. Purge, purge, purge. Purge away that stuff we're not going to use. Get rid of those clothes we're not needing. Throw away that stuff. The lady at my job had gave me some stuff, and guess what? I can't utilize them right now, so I'm gonna throw them away. Some things I just cannot keep. And they're going into the thrift store. They're going into the thrift store. Some dresses this lady at my job had gave me. Some of them I'm keeping, but some of them I'm not going to keep. Some of them I'm just not going to keep, baby. Some of them I'm just not going to keep. It's a pretty dress. I'll keep these two. Child, it's getting cold out here. It's a chill in the air, honey. And some homeless people can sleep in this, but I can't. Happy Thursday. Hello. Hi, Dr. J. How are you? Happy Thursday. Good morning. How's it going for you this morning? I am just at my storage container, purging away my trash, getting rid of stuff. Getting rid of stuff that I don't need anymore. Purging, purging, purging. Getting rid of junk. I wanted to watch the sunrise today, but I couldn't. I wasn't able to watch it, so yeah. Wasn't able to get the sunrise. So I'm gonna go to the Goodwill, the thrift shop, and get rid of some of the stuff that I'm not keeping anymore. Got some trash. Throw this stuff out. I don't need it. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. This has a hole in it. I might as well let this go too. What are y'all doing today, guys? Let me know. What are y'all up to today? What's going on in your lives? What's going on? Look at my sleeve. I need that. Yeah, we need that. I'm well. I'm doing good. I'm just at my storage container, trying to purge things away that I don't really need, and just trying to get rid of some stuff. That's all I'm doing. Nothing too serious. Nothing too serious. Just living the hobo life, you know what I mean? Just living my hobo life. Because I am definitely a hobo. Living the hobo life. After this, I'm going to go to the gym. And we're going to work out, baby. Because I exercise, but I wasn't in the gym. I haven't been in the gym in like 3 days. So, but I still kind of, worked out. I still walked and did all my stuff, you know. I still exercise. I still move my body. But I got to go back to the gym today. Hello to the 5 people that's watching. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I know I have some silent watchers, and that's okay. So I'm not forcing you to say anything to me, but it'd be nice to know who's watching me, who's around. That'd be nice. Okay, a lot of my stuff. Okay. This is trash for sure. I'm not keeping this crap. For what? Why am I keeping this? Why am I keeping this crap? Living the hobo life. Oh, I got my crayons in here. Okay. I can use those. Get out of here. Crayons and markers. We can keep these. Yeah, we can keep these. The life is good, y'all. I can't complain. Same old stuff every day, right? So these are my pictures that dried out. Living the hobo life. So if you guys don't know me, I'm a homeless woman. I live in a homeless shelter inside of the United States of America. And I'm just navigating my life, living a homeless lifestyle. I live in a homeless shelter, so some people say, well, you know, you're not really homeless if you have a place to stay. And I understand what you're saying, but I am technically homeless. If you do not have like an address or something, you are considered to be a homeless person. So, yeah, I'm a homeless person. And I don't want to be, but I am. I don't want to be like this. But unfortunately, this is my life for now. And I'm just trying to navigate it, trying to get through it. I'm trying to start my soap business again. I'm not trying to start it. I'm going to start the soap business again. Watching you from Washington State. The beautiful Washington State. I love it. Washington State is beautiful, man. I really want to go there and look at the wildlife and look at a lot of the nature preserves, you know, all the nature that's in Washington State. But Washington State is beautiful. I watch a lot of videos from like people doing like hiking in Washington State and a lot of the backpackers that's in Washington State, the hikers and everything. Washington State is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, somebody was like, you have a really good attitude to be in the situation that you're in. I'm like, I don't have a choice, right? I don't have a choice. I gotta stay positive. I can't be negative and be all down and out, be all crying every day. What kind of life is that to live? You know, what kind of miserable life would that be to live every day and just be sad out here? I can't be like this. I gotta be excited about life. I don't want to be sad and lonely. I don't want to be, you know, down on my luck every day. You gotta keep going, guys, you know. Finding all my stuff, a lot of my soap stuff, a lot of my oils are still in good standing, so I'm proud that a lot of my stuff made it through the summer. I'm happy that a lot of my things have made it through the summer. A lot of my like waxes and oils and everything are still good, you know, so I'm happy about that. I need to make me some more deodorant. I make if you guys don't know, I had a handmade soap business for the last 5 or 6 years now. So I've been making handmade skincare. I make my own soaps. I've been using my own natural soaps for the last 6 years. So that's what I do. One of my businesses. And since I you know, lost my apartment. I had to stop with that business, but it's going to start up again. We're going to start that business. That's what we're doing now. We're in the process of restarting my stock. I'm going to start making more soap. So eventually one day y'all going to see that there's going to be some stuff available for you guys if you guys ever want to purchase. So some people are already saying, yeah, I'm going to get something from you, and I appreciate it, but I have to make the stuff, you know. I got to make my stock. And another tablet. I have to actually make the stuff and make it available for you guys to purchase. So that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm going to start my soap stock again. Martin Green Tomatoes. I like that movie. Did you guys ever see this movie? I have a lot of old DVDs. Fried Green Tomatoes. That's a good movie. I'm going to keep this. I like that movie. Going with the Wind. I've never seen this movie, but I think I'm interested in seeing what that's about. Sean Connery, The Ultimate 007. I'm not really into the 007, the Sean Connery. This is a brand new DVD. I think I got it from like a thrift shop. I never used it. I don't think I'm going to ever watch him, so I think I'm going to get rid of him. I did find a tablet, so I'm going to see if I can charge this and see if it works. See if I can reset this. That can be something I can use at the shelter at nighttime when I don't want to use my phone. So I think I'm done here for today. I cleaned up a little bit. Got some things out of the way. Everything out of my got everything I needed to get out of storage. Did what I had here. It's chilly here too, y'all. It's chilly out here now. I'm done here for today. To the thrift shop, to the Goodwill, and try to get rid of some of this stuff. I put my DVDs in a case to save space and take with me occasionally. Yeah, I mean, I had some of my DVDs that I wanted to keep. I also purged some of my DVDs because some of those DVDs I don't even watch and I don't have no interest in watching again. But the things that I want to watch again, I still keep them. My hands are freezing. My hands are cold. And it's not even like cold out here yet, but I feel the frost. I feel it. That's why I was saying to y'all, like, I can't live in my car in the cold. I would literally be like crying like a baby, like, oh my God. I've just always been the person, like, I hate the wintertime. I hate anything cold. Like, I hate it. But one thing I don't mind sleeping in the cold is when I have to sleep at night. I don't mind sleeping in a room that the heat is not on every night. Like, when I had my apartment, I didn't mind sleeping in a room that was chilly because all I had to do was cuddle up inside my bed sheets. So, but I'm done with that. I'm gonna go see if I can find me some coffee. And this live stream has been going on for a good minute, you guys. I thank you for the people who's been watching me. It's been almost 3 hours. It's almost that 3 hour mark. Once I get to like what 2:20, it'll be 3 hour live stream. Okay, okay, girl, we're getting somewhere. My hands are cold. Let me close that. So I did what I had to do for today. I've completed everything I needed to complete as far as the storage stuff. I'm gonna go get me some coffee, and I'm gonna go throw this stuff in the thrift shop, the Goodwill, wherever. And I'm done for today with that. So I have the whole day to kind of do whatever I want to do. I'm gonna try to figure out why that's not working. Because my tablet, my iPad is not working because I think I need a new screen on it. But I'm like, how do I need a new screen? And the iPad is not even 2 years old. I bought this iPad when I was living with my family. I had purchased the iPad. So I'm like trying to figure out why. And that's another thing too. When I was thinking about my niece and thinking about the iPad, when I was living with my niece, right, she would do like funny things. She would never want to give us the code to her Wi-Fi. Like she never wanted us to know the Wi-Fi password. Like she was being funny even with that. I'm so glad I'm not living with her anymore. Like I can't stand her. I'm so glad I got out of her house. She would even the littlest things with the Wi-Fi password. She didn't even want me to have that. So I would be thinking like, why are you such a negative, disgusting, nasty person? Damn, she's so evil. I felt so bad for her kids. I felt so bad for her children. So bad for her kids. What is your favorite coffee drink? Just regular coffee with vanilla creamer. Sometimes I do vanilla creamer. Sometimes I do hazelnut. I go to Wawa and get my coffee, so I normally just do vanilla cream, hazelnut. Um, that's pretty much it. Vanilla cream or hazelnut, or if at ShopRite, like when I had my own place, if ShopRite had like different flavors of creamers, like I would use the pumpkin spice. You know, pumpkin spice creamer only come out during this time of year. But I normally just do vanilla creamer. That vanilla's kind of my favorite. I'm trying to think, do I have anything? I don't have nothing in this area that I need to do. So I'm headed back homeward bound. I did my I did it for today. I did my thrifting for today. I did what I need to do for the day as far as the storage thing. So I'm gonna head back down. I'm headed back over yonder, get closer back to over to the shelter and just base myself out there for today. And I'll probably do some live streams but this is the first time on my vacation that I've actually like really um really went to the storage like early in the morning. I normally go to the storage like later on or something, but I pretty much been going back and forth to that storage every day, dropping things off. So I'm happy about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud about that. So even today, I think I could go back to my old storage and just go through there and start looking through things. What else I'm going to throw away? What else I'm going to keep? I can do some more purging today. I still have plenty of time to purge, so I think I'm going to go back and purge some more things out. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I see I have 27 people that liked my video. Thank you for liking. I appreciate you guys. You guys are always coming back to support me. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. You guys have been just amazing. Of course, I get the trolls and everything, but I don't pay the trolls any mind. I just block them. Sometimes I entertain the foolery with the trolls. Sometimes I do play with them a little bit, but for the most part, child, I don't care. For the most part, I don't be worrying about the trolls, child. But I'm headed back closer to the shelter. I'm getting out of this town. Like I said, I told y'all that my um, I told you guys that my storage was like an hour away. My storage is actually close to my job, so. And in the town that my job is in, I don't have anything that I need to do in that town, so I'm going to go back closer to the shelter. And we're just going to enjoy the rest of my day. I'm going to probably go back there. I need to meet with my caseworker. I do need to meet with her, but I just feel like I need to get to the gym, work out for an hour, then take a shower, try to wash my hair, and then go from there. I'm supposed to meet with my caseworker at the shelter every week, but it's so ghetto there. It's so tacky. They're not even doing their job, so they be sleeping at night and all types of stuff. So it's just so much going on there that I can't even like begin to talk about the drama that's happening there. But I say I'm just there for a little while, not a long time. Where there for a little time, not a long time. But nevertheless, it's me. I just try to keep being positive. I gotta go to ShopRite today and get me some more water. I don't have any more water in my car, so me being dehydrated all the time, I need to drink water. That's one thing. I need to make a goal of drinking more water. I drink water, but not like I should. I don't drink water like I should, baby. If y'all see me right now, y'all be like, yeah, she a homeless person. I look like a homeless person right now. A homeless person with a car. But yeah, nothing much going on today. I went to the storage. I might go back to my other stores later on to clean up some things. Because like I said, I have from now until like 8:30 at night to do whatever I want. Because I'm on vacation for my job. So I don't have much to do right now because, I don't have a place. I don't have a dwelling. So, but I think I'm going to go to this nature preserve that's on the way. I can stop there and just breathe in a little fresh air. I do stop at like parks and stuff. If I have like trash inside my car, I stop at Wawa to get rid of the trash. Um, I'm definitely gonna stop at this nature preserve and just sit around and breathe, taking some of the natural air, just breathe in because my nose, I'm congested. So I'm like hoping I'm not getting a cold. I don't think I am because I have a really good immune system, so I don't get cold or sick often. But being a part of a shelter, you don't never know what kind of sickness that's in there, like what those other girls might have. I don't know. So it's a girl that's, for some reason, everybody that's on my that gets to my bed, they're like sick. The lady that was on the bottom bunk, and she's my bunkie, she's sick. So she was in there like, I'm like, oh God, girl, what is wrong with you? And I didn't ask her because I mind my business pretty much, but I don't pay them girls no mind. I mind my business, baby. I be minding my business, okay? Not worrying about the next person, because guess what? That next person ain't worrying about me. So I mind my business and stay to myself and keep my damn mouth shut. Keep my headphones in my ears and I try to focus on that, baby. This car's trying to make a turn. And when you out here homeless in the world, it's hard. It's easy to get into the whole fast food thing. Like last night, I had two Whopper Juniors with cheese for dinner, and I didn't want to have that, but I had no choice. I didn't want to have it for dinner, but I had no choice. I gotta eat. So when you out here in the streets and you don't have access to a kitchen, because that's the first thing that I want to do when I get my place. I want to cook a nice hot meal. A nice hot home cooked meal ain't nothing like it. You know what I mean? So, but when you're homeless, you're gonna be finding yourself eating a lot of fast food. Today, I'm gonna just get a salad from ShopRite and make that up and eat that. Because one day I was at work and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of eating this garbage. So I said, let me go get me a nice Caesar salad from the store. Even salads are expensive. Like a salad that's kind of prepared for you, it might have some meat and stuff in it. Those are even expensive to buy. A salad that I used to get from ShopRite, it has like turkey in it and it might have some eggs, some boiled eggs chopped up in it. Those even cost like those were costing like $9 for just the prepared salad. So I can get a bag salad from ShopRite. That's a bag Caesar salad. I just put the dressing in or whatever on the thing. Those are like $3.99. So I can afford to get that, and that's probably what I'm going to get for today. Is that Caesar salad? Because I have eaten kind of bad yesterday. I had Dunkin' Donuts. I had a breakfast sandwich in Dunkin' Donuts, which I really didn't like, but I ate it anyway because I bought it. But I'm trying not to spend money on stuff that I can figure out other ways. Like if I had like a hot oven, and that's what I'm thinking about investing in, getting myself a camp stove so that I can make some noodles and noodles out here while I'm in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I don't always have to. I can make a scrambled egg. I can make a boiled egg in the road. People do it every day when they're camping. So I can go to a park and make me a scrambled egg for breakfast. because I can't go to ShopRite and buy like 4 eggs. Like they have those small little package of eggs, and it has 4 eggs in it. I could utilize that and make me like scrambled eggs and have that for the day. Like when you homeless, you got to find out all types of ways to eat stuff. All ways to eat things, all ways to have access to stuff. So gotta open up my mind, ways that I can eat stuff and not be out here eating fast food all the time. So I'm working on all things, man. It's hard though. It's really hard. It's hard, but it can be done. It's hard, but it can be done. We can do all things through Christ. We can do all things. I don't know what this winter gonna bring. I don't know if we coming out with snow. Like I don't know. I'm trying to get to that 3 hour mark of a live stream. So when I get to the 3 hour mark, I'm probably gonna just shut this off and just go about my day. I heard Duncan had a great $6 breakfast combo meal. Yeah, I seen that yesterday, but I was looking at this little, it's a sourdough sandwich. It wasn't really that great either. It was like a sourdough sandwich that had bacon, and then it had bacon, egg, and cheese on it, like Swiss cheese or something like that. It wasn't that great. But I thought sourdough, I'm thinking of the sourdoughs that they have at Starbucks with the cheese. Those are good. But I thought the sourdough breakfast sandwich at Dunkin' would be really good, but it wasn't. I didn't really like it, but I still ate it because I didn't want to waste it, right? So I ate it, but I wasn't a fan because I know if I had my own place and I had an oven, I could make a banging breakfast and it could be so tasty and so good. But they only put like 2 strips of bacon in this big old sandwich, and they put more egg than anything. So I was like, oh, that wasn't the best, but it was something that held me over. But then after that, I got hungry later, and I went to Dunkin', not Dunkin'. I went to uh, Burger King and got 2 Whopper Juniors with cheese, and they were good. But I'm like, I don't want to eat fast food every day. Some days I just go get some avocados, and it's hard when you don't have access to a microwave. Like I don't even have access to a microwave at the shelter, so they don't give us access to anything. They prepare our foods, but I'm finding out that they get foods from other like businesses around us. They get food from other places, other restaurants that might be throwing away food. They donate it to the shelter. And from what I'm hearing is the shelter freezes this stuff. And then they end up giving it to us, something that's frozen, which I'm still grateful for. I'm not complaining. But one of the girls was complaining the other day saying, they take frozen food and resell it and give it to us. I said, well, we're homeless, so we don't have any other way. Some of us are homeless with no job. So I'm looking at her like, what do you expect? Like, what do you expect? We're homeless people. Like, what do you want them to do? But some people are ungrateful. Some people are ungrateful for the things that we have. Like, what do you want them to do, man? Like, what do you want? What do you want from them? They're doing the best they can to take care of us. And, I'm grateful for the shelter. I try not to say too many negative things, but the girl was kind of like, they get food from, then they freeze it and then reheat it to give it to us. I said, well, we're homeless people. How else are we going to eat? What do you expect? Somebody to go hire a chef to come in here and chef it up for us? And we know that's not going to happen. But I was just like, what, girl? You better be grateful for what you can get, sis. I was just looking at her with my crooked eye, like, girl, you sound stupid. I'm grateful to get this food. As long as it's not food that's been sitting around. I mean, some of the food was kind of like a little suspect or whatever, but hey, what can I say? I don't got nothing. I don't have nothing to bring to the table. So you expect them to go hire a 7-star chef up in here for us? We're homeless people. We get the bottom of the barrel of everything. I notice a lot of the breakfast sandwiches that we have in the morning, and I don't really eat breakfast there because I'm never there, but A lot of the breakfast sandwiches I know they get from Wawa. Like Wawa gives them a lot of the breakfast stuff that they don't sell. Wawa gets it and they get it. They freeze it and then they feed it to us. It's better than starving, right? So, but like I said, I'm never there anyway. But I do like to get my own apartment, cook all the stuff that I love to eat. I'm going to be doing that all again. Like right now, we have my crock pot going with some stew in it or something. But I'm gonna get it all back, baby. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but it's coming back together. It's coming back together. I need some coffee right now though, and I'm not passing no Wawa like no time soon. I think there is a Wawa up there. I might go. Nah, let me keep going. Let me keep going onward. Let me keep going onward, darling. I'm glad I got up early this morning and did that storage thing. That makes me feel pretty good. I got something out the way today, and I've been on my schedule. Like I've been doing the things that I say I'm going to do. I've been doing them, so I feel good about myself. Yes, I got something off my bucket list. I'm almost moved into the new storage, and it's a little bit cheaper. So I'm happy about that. I still have the bill, but once I get a place, then I can get everything out of storage and just not pay that bill anymore. So things are working, man. They might be working a little slow, but things are working. Things are working in my favor. God is good, though. God is good, though. Things are working in my favor. Yeah, I did see that combo meal yesterday, but I didn't want the combo meal because I didn't want the drink and all that. But like I said, I wanted to try that sourdough thing, and it wasn't that great. So I wasn't happy about it, but when you don't have nothing, you can't be too picky about anything. You can't be too picky about a lot of stuff, especially when you don't have. So I try to be conservative with my words, you know what I mean? I don't want to come off as like ungrateful because I'm not. I'm definitely grateful for everything, honey. I'm grateful for everything, honey. So we're gonna do the same thing tomorrow. I mean, my vacation is not much going on, but I really wish I had access to a bed where I could just lay out and relax. You know what I'm saying? The way I want to. Lay down and relax the way I want to. But that's unfortunately not going to happen until I find my own place. So, but God is good, man. I'm thankful to be in the shelter. Even though I complain and say stuff, I'm grateful to be there. I'm grateful to be around. I'm grateful that God woke me up this morning, started me on my way. The trees look beautiful right now, y'all. Have y'all just took a nice drive up into like this treeful area? There's so many, the brown leaves, the orange leaves, the yellow leaves, the reds. It's so beautiful. The leaves are falling, guys. The leaves are falling. 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 This is the perfect time to go on a camping trip. But like I said, I don't go back to work till next Thursday. So I still got a lot of time. But time go by so fast. It's gonna go by. It's gonna go by really, really fast. And then I'll be right back at the job, which I don't mind going back. I wish I could go back to work because I don't have nothing to do. I'm making money by being off because I have vacation, so which is a good thing. But I'm also like, man, I kind of want to. I kind of want to go back because I don't have nothing going on. But I had to take my time off because I need to take my time because I'm not going to not use my vacation time. Like I told y'all, there's a guy at my job that he's an older gentleman. I think he's like 65 and he's been at the company for like 20 years. But he never takes vacation. He never calls out and he never takes vacation time. I'm like, dude, are you insane? There's no way in the hell I'm going to be a part of a business that's just give them my all. Like, no way. No freaking way. I'm utilizing my time, baby. But the time away was needed for sure. The time away is definitely needed. Time away was definitely needed, baby. away was definitely needed. Ran out the shelter this morning. I had to brush my teeth on the road because when I woke up in the shelter, it was already like 5:20, and I was like, oh damn, oh damn. Let me get myself up out of here before these witches start to get up. I like to get away from that negative energy. Getting away from the negative energy, the negative vibes, the negative everything. I have to get away from that. I don't want to be a part of that. I have a Pop Tart in my car right now that I can't put in a toaster because I don't have access to a toaster. So I don't like to eat Pop Tarts that's not toasted because they taste better when they're toasted. So I'm trying to get to the 3 hour mark. Oh, I think I gotta wait until it's like 220 something. 220, then I'll get to the 3 hour mark and then I'll shut this off. I know it's probably buffering, guys. Is it buffering? Let me know. Is it buffering? Let me know. Let me know. If it's buffering, let me know. If it's buffering, let me know. I'm gonna go to this nature thing over here and just sit out in the park for a little bit. I wish I had coffee with me, but there's no Wawas on the way. There's no Wawa. The school buses are out. If it's buffering, let me know. This is a really bad little area to be tied up in. If it's buffering, let me know. If it's buffering, let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know right now. Let me know, let me know, let me know right now. So when it gets to like I'm already at 200, so that's almost 3 hours, right? 200. Wow, I didn't know I could do a live stream so long. And 3 people are still watching me. So I think I got another like 20 minutes for it to reach the 3 hour mark. So that'd be nice to get a 3 hour live stream in. Not really saying too much, but sometimes the live stream starts off pretty strong and then people just started to wilt away because they're like, oh, I'm not interested in what she's talking about. I'm not interested in listening to homeless people. And that's okay. People come and they go. So I'm not offended at anyone. It is what it is, darling. Let me know, let me know, let me know right now. So if you guys are new here and y'all don't know my story, I am a homeless woman. I live in a homeless shelter inside of the United States of America. And I'm just starting my life off again. I have to reboot my life. I feel like I'm like a 20-year-old that's moving out of their parents' house. Sometimes people don't move out of their parents' house in their 20s. Sometimes they move out in their 30s. But me, unfortunately, I moved out of my mother's home when I was in my 20s. I think I was 20. But back then, it was a little bit different times than we're in now. Now it's like we're living in. But even back then, when I moved out of my parents' house, it still was expensive. To me, it was. Because the wages back then, when I moved out, was lower than what they are now. So it's still tough, man. It's still tough. So I'm at this really nice nature park preserve place. Just gonna sit here, and get through another 20 minutes. Maybe I'll take y'all off to see the water. They have a water here. They have like a river here. So maybe you guys like to see that. I don't have any food or anything. I'm hungry. Hungry. Always try to keep this battery on 100. Everybody's at work, so nobody's really here, but it's just me. It's just me here. I can get rid of some of my trash out the car. I want to go to the gym today and do a good workout for an hour, and then I want to take a good shower and wash my hair if I can. I want to take a walk and see what's going on out here. See if that river is flowing. See what the river's looking like. Take my keys. Take my tripod. Oh, this crap over. I used that. I gotta get me another. I need to get me another key hook. But this is where I'm at, you guys. This is a nice little area. It's a little park. People stop here all the time, and they have a beautiful river down here that I want you guys to see. I don't think people can. What the heck is that? What that is? It's like a big seed or something. Something that's probably falling off these trees. So yeah, isn't this nice, you guys? They got grills here, but I don't never see anybody grilling anything out here. I don't think you can grill here. It's all rusted out. I don't think anybody's doing anything with that, but it's a nice park, small little area. It's been here for a long time. They have people that have houses over there. It must be nice to have a house overlooking the water. That's beautiful. I would love that. But yeah, look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look at the river. So I come out here in the summertime a lot. Of course, you're getting eaten up by mosquitoes, but no swimming, wading and diving. What is wanding? What is wanding? I don't even know what that is. What is wanding? I don't know. I don't know what wanding is, but this is the river. See how beautiful that is? The scenery is just so pleasant. I wouldn't mind sleeping out here in a tent. Still too cold, but I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind having a house over there either. So beautiful. I'm trying to put up my tripod so y'all can see the beautifulness of this place. I don't have to hold the stupid phone. So yeah, look at that. And look at the houses over there. I would love to have a house out here. I'd be out here every night with a bonfire, just sitting here, taking in this river. So pretty. Pretty and peaceful. It's definitely beautiful in the summertime. People do come here to swim, but some people drown out here. I've heard because the current, y'all see that current is crazy. That strong current. People be out here losing their life. There has been some young kids that came out here and drowned. So yeah, so this is my vacation. I'm not doing much, but I look like a hobo today, y'all. I do look like a hobo today. I must say, I do look like the hobo-ish. I look like a hobo today, guys. I just wanted to show y'all this beautiful little area. Look down there. See that? Ain't that pretty? Nice little river. Isn't that pretty, y'all? This is so me. I love anything naturesque. And that river just keeps running down. I don't know. Um, I know it connects to a lot, but look at the houses. If this was my house, they got their little chairs sitting out there. I'd be out here every freaking day because I'm a nature girl anyway. But that is so nice. I'm just gonna keep showing this to y'all. Got my tripod up. I'm not gonna show y'all myself because I look like a freaking bum today. I look like a homeless lady today, I must say. But this is nice. This is so beautiful. My stomach is growling, can't you tell? My stomach is growling. So this kind of water right here, this is not salt water. This is a freshwater lake. So this will freeze up in the wintertime, and people probably come out here and, with their ice skates or whatever. But y'all see that current? Isn't that pretty? And I come out here and do all this stuff. I do this stuff in the wintertime too. I don't just come out here in the summer or when it's warm. I come out here in the winter too. Come out here in the winter. But look at that house over there. I would love to have my house sitting on this river. They must be paying a hefty mortgage for that thing. They got to be paying a hefty mortgage to have your house sitting on a lake. Like, what? Beautiful. And I think there's fish in here. I don't know what kind of fish, but this is what it looks like. So pretty. So peaceful. So beautiful. I hear the birds. So as soon as I get to the 3rd hour mark, I'm going to shut this live stream off and I'm going to go about my business and do what I need to do today. But yeah, it's beautiful. I would love to have that house over there. Love. Love to have that house. So after this, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go get me some coffee, first of all. First order of done, we're going to go get some coffee. And I'm going to go to the gym because, like I said, I haven't been to the gym in a couple of days, but I still was working out. I still was like stretching and doing my yoga twists and my moves and all that stuff. But I went hiking the other day, so I'm still exercising. Even if I don't go to the gym, I still do some kind of physical fitness for myself. So we're going to walk over here. I'm going to take y'all on this other side so we can see the lake from, like, the river from a different perspective. But this place is, like, ancient. It's been here for a long time. I don't want to tell y'all the name of it because, I got to keep my privacy. I got to keep a form of privacy for my life, Since I'm the only one here because everybody's pretty much at work today, so. But they say you can't swim, no alcohol beverages. But nobody listens to that, right? Does anybody ever listen to rules? People don't listen to rules. People don't listen to rules. It's nice to come out when everybody's at work. You don't have to worry about the crowd of people. And so this is the other side of this river. I'm gonna take y'all down here, and we can see it from another angle. I'm a nature girl, man. I can live out in the mountains with no problem. As long as I have access to making money, I could live in the mountains with no problem. That's the furnace. Look at that. It's a furnace. I hear birds, but I don't know where they're at. Is that birds? Sound like birds. But what kind of birds are they? I don't even know. I hear them over here. So I'm trying to think what the heck is going on. Unless it's just the sound of the water. I don't know. Maybe it's the sound of the water. But this is the other side. Very rocky over here. Very rocky. I know that water is cold. But one time I was here in the summertime, I did go down and put my feet in the water, even though we're not supposed to. I put my feet in the water. But there's another house over yonder. Isn't that pretty? I would love to have a house overlooking some beautiful water. I'll be out here every day with some coffee or tea. I hear a lot of noise. It sounds like birds, but Y'all hear that? It is birds, but I don't know what they're doing. Oh, it just stopped. Okay. The birds was flying over, but they were making a lot of noise. So I'm gonna take y'all down on the other side of this river. So this is the other side. So I'm trying to get further over as I can so I can get a good picture so y'all can see it. See that? Look at that. How beautiful. How peaceful. Good morning. I'm good. How are you doing? I'm just showing everybody this nature place that this is one of my places that this is not a good place for like hiking and exercising, but this is a nice place if you just want to be peaceful and relaxed. This is a nice place. Overlooking a nice body. This is a river. This river goes really far. It goes back in the woods. See that current? People drown out here, man. I wish I can get up higher over there, but I don't even want to risk it. I don't want to take the risk of falling. But I would like to get over there and see what. We're not going to do that. Not today, not any other day. But look at the house. It's like a cabin over there. Isn't that pretty? This is in New Jersey. Nice little place. I come here when I want to just kind of get in nature. You know, I'm in nature. I try to get in nature every day. I even do nature stuff. I do nature walks and everything. Even in the wintertime when it's briskly cold out here, I come out here and I take a hike. I take a walk. This is not a good place for like exercising because there's like no hiking trails or anything here. This is kind of just a body of water. There's houses over there, so people live here. And this place closes up at like 7 o'clock at night. They close this area, so nobody's supposed to be back here. Like, you actually have people that come, like, I don't know if it's the state police, but they actually come and close this place. So they monitor this place. They take care of this place. This is not a place that anybody could just come and, like, you know, live in their car and stuff like that. They take care of this place. So it's very beautiful, very peaceful. If you want to hear water running, this is your place. See that? There's a bridge up there. I wish I could let y'all see more, but I can't really get over there. So, and I'm not even going to try to attempt to do that. I don't think I can get up here. I don't think I can do. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. I know people do this all the time. I don't want to fall. Oops. This is a nice little area. I think the young kids come out here. They swim, but they be out here. People be drowning out here in this water. I guess it's really deep in a certain spot, and then the current. But I'm not trying to get too much higher than this. I know the young kids be out here because I've been seeing them out here in their bathing suits, and they say no swimming, but they still do it. So I'm trying to see if I can get in a good area so y'all can see the water. I never been this far, y'all. I didn't even know I was over here. Oh my god. Okay, this is my first time being this close. Okay. Wow. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Look at that. Oh, it's a house over there. Damn, I didn't know that was there. That's pretty. Y'all see that? Y'all see the house? It's pretty dope, man. Wow. Oh my goodness. I didn't know that existed. Oh, and they got the cars up there on that. Let me move out of here. That's pretty. Let me get back, child. I'm a little nervous now. Let me get back. Whew. It's pretty. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I don't got my hiking boots on. I got on my Crocs. I better get my behind back to safety, honey. Get back to safety. Okay. I'm safe. That's what it looked like. Isn't that beautiful, y'all? And that's a bridge. The cars are going over the bridge, but then you got the river down here. It's so pretty. So pretty and peaceful. This is in New Jersey. I don't say the location because I try to keep myself, try to stay private. You never know who's watching. But it is somewhere in the United States, in the state of New Jersey. Yeah, you got to be careful. You never know. You never know who's watching you and who's. It could be people in this. It could be people in my state that probably knows where this is, but I do have a lot of people that say, they'll be like, "Oh, I live in New Jersey. I know where that's at." And not people. Everybody's not trying to be out to hurt you, but you just got to be on your safe. You got to be safe. You got to be as safe as you can in this world, because I don't try to give out my locations too much. But some people that live in this area probably know what this is, and I'm not going to say what it is. It's just a really beautiful place. Beautiful and peaceful. And they got houses here. People live on this. They live on this beautiful river. So pretty. We have access to it. I think they close the gates. Let me see how cold this water is. They do close the gates at like when sunset. Yeah, it's cold. The water is freezing, child. That water is freezing. But they close the fences. They close the fence at like they do come and close this up. And I guess the people that live on this river, they have access to it. And they can, because they live on it. So I'm sure they're paying for this. But it's beautiful. Very beautiful. I be out here every night with a campfire or whatever, with some marshmallows and everything. I be out here every day. And I hike it. Like, I'm a hiker anyway. I love hiking in the woods. The nature life is my thing. I'm a wanderlust, right? I'm a wanderer. So it's kind of easy for me to be out in the woods and stuff. Summertime, it's nice to be out in the woods, but then you got the mosquitoes biting you. But now, like when things are starting to get a little bit cooler, the mosquitoes are not out as much. So this is it. This is the beautiful place that I like to frequent. I try to come here when I pass work. And when I come here through work, I do pass this place. So if I'm not too tired, I do come out here and just to try to be in peace. Just to try to get a little peace in my life. But it's not busy now. There's nobody out here because everybody's at work right now. So nobody's out here, but this place does get pretty packed with people. I seen a lady out here yesterday. She had her newborn baby, and she was just, taking the baby out for some fresh air. It was nice. I love to see people taking care of the kids, letting the kids experience the outdoors. I'm an outdoorsy girl anyway, so. But I'm going to head back to my car, and I'm going to go get me some coffee, and I'm going to head to the gym so I can work out, exercise, and get some coffee, and just finish the rest of my day. I'm not doing nothing today. I'm just going to go to the gym, exercise. I might go back to my storage and just clean out a little bit more, but I'm not going to go take anything until tomorrow. I'm not taking that drive again. But I'm just going to go back to the storage probably. Like I said, I don't have nothing going on with myself. There's nothing much happening in my life right now at this point. So nothing much going on, baby. Let me put this on. Yeah, I don't want y'all to see me today because y'all look like a straight up hobo today. I'm just going to put my gym clothes on, go get some coffee, get ready for the gym. The sun is out, so now things are starting to cool off a little bit. But this morning, it was cold, child. It was cold. It was chilly. It wasn't cold. It was a chill in the air. So, and that's fresh water. That's like rainwater. That's like a natural source when it rains and everything, but it's definitely like drying out. We're definitely in a drought. We need more water. We need more rain. But we're in a drought. We've been in a drought for a long time. So I think I'm going to let this live stream go. And I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to go to the gym and just exercise and just enjoy the rest of my day and try to, see what I need to do for myself and look at my to-do list and see what needs to be done, why I have all this extra time on my hands since I am on a vacation and I don't really go back to work until next Thursday. So that's a blessing, but it's also very boring because I don't have much to do. So, you know, I don't have any family that I could just say, hey, can I come over your house for a couple days? Nobody wants me around. So I guess that because everybody's out living their life. So nobody wants to be bothered by me. Not that I'm going to be a bother, but it would be nice if I had a family member to go hang out with. But they're all working and my family don't give a damn about what I'm going through. They don't care, child. And that's okay, too. Yeah, they don't have to care. But I'm definitely going to talk about it. So I'm back in the car. So did you guys think that was pretty amazing to see? I thought it was nice. I'm trying to get to a Wawa now, y'all. I guess I'll take y'all with me now because if I drive down this road, it's going to start buffering. I'm sure it's been buffering. It's been buffering already. So I'm going to put this phone on charger and I will talk to you guys later. I thank you guys for being here on this long 3-hour live stream with me today. I appreciate all the love, all the support, all the likes. I see all the hearts coming in and everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. I'll talk to you later, and maybe later if I feel up to it, I'll do another live stream later, okay? I'll talk to you guys soon. You have a good day. Bye, Rhonda. Bye, Ebony. Bye, Dr. J. Bye, Vanessa. Y'all have a great day. Gypsy, you have a great day. Joseph, if you guys are still here. T-cell therapy. Hello. I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Y'all have an awesome and amazing day. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Thank you. See you, Rhonda. I'll talk to you soon, okay? I hope you have a good day, sis.